Okay, cool. So, when last we left off, our party had just received thanks from the villagers of Lakeshore. They had met with Captain Garrett after retrieving a plethora of magical items and gold from Gideon and the crowd. And so they went to Captain Garrett in the Hall of Justice and spoke about what to do next. After discussing and after Kyle had completed his final meeting with Gideon, the six of you split up to do your own thing and eventually came back to... Why is the volume not changing? I'm trying to... Sorry, it was extremely loud. Sorry. Okay, so after the six of you had completed your tasks and what you needed to do, you all returned to the Shimmering Swan to finally decide as to which way you want to go. There was some consternation within the party as Alice, for example, did not want to go to Northrend. But eventually, the six of you are now sitting together at the tavern and have to make a decision as to where you're going to go.
So we begin?
Yes, so argument begins. No, it's kidding. Yes? So I'll assume that we're going off run.
Yes.
Yes.
I would really love it if you could go Northrend, but you know, I think we should all make our best. We should all put in effort in being more.
I'll take this conversation. Northrend's not completely friendly to me in a weird sense.
Is there a reason why? Very cat. Meow.
Let's just say there are people out looking to bring me back. Yeah?
Somewhere.
That's a nice summary of it.
Okay.
Probably away.
Let's look at
Yes, they are hostile.
Sort of.
Are they out to kill you? That's the question.
They're out to bring me back.
Not to kill you.
No.
Very good.
They don't know that.
No, I don't know that. But
So far, they're not out there killing you.
the last few times they haven't killed me.
Well, we'll just keep an eye on them. Do you know how they look like?
No.
So they just...
But
why do you just go?
It's near where I normally would be held.
Which is?
A house in the middle of nowhere.
House in the middle of nowhere.
Nowhere. That's specific.
Okay, bottom line is, if you're going to Riverrun, we need to keep our eyes out.
Shall we just get a paper bag and just...
Yeah, I have an idea. How about during like our journey, right? No, not our journey, sorry. Before we enter Northrend, take out the bag of holding. You can go inside the bag of holding and hide
Okay, how about...
for 10 minutes. Unless you want to do that, that's another question. Or
necklace of adaptation.
He hasn't identified that, I think.
sorry.
Okay,
Or you can have this ball of dust of disappearance. Not time around.
You have makeup, no?
I dress you up as a guy.
What is it with that cross-dressing?
That might work.
You don't have to, but he wants to.
Yeah, that's why.
How long will we be in Northrend?
It shouldn't take long.
1-2 days max.
If we're just there to get a gift,
Once we are in and out, that should be okay.
In and out. It's not the in and out.
That's what everyone always says.
No, and then somehow maybe
Spends 25 sessions in
Alright.
Should be fine, I think.
So yeah, we're walking there. Let's go.
No, can we get a horse?
Can we get a horse?
Can we hitch a ride with
they
the merchants?
sell.
Sorry, how packed is the
Kevin.
One second.
how many of them look like merchants or travelers or traders?
Not many people.
Not many.
I would like
a couple.
I would like to interject. Let's okay. For the rest of this trip and beyond that, let's avoid merchants.
No, as in merchants.
Why?
Merchants of Northern. No, I suspect they might be seeing. They might know connections and communicate through the merchants. That's a suspicion.
That's again very specific.
That's very specific.
Which is why
Just look out.
yeah, I
not very
really
specific.
Okay, how about in case of emergency, I'm passing my bowel. This does
No, no, no. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's with me.
Oh,
No, it's fine. I
And besides,
okay.
you can trust us, don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, but the cart, other than walking, we should really consider getting a cart
And a horse.
and a horse.
We can
Alright.
pay anything, get it, and work through.
So how about on the way out, we'll just go to the nearest stable, see if there is a
But
cart.
if I recall, the stable boy has to.
Does that mean that we can take them for free?
I pick up. I want to pick up the window. Yeah. Let's go check out the stable.
You guys stay down. Kiki, check the stable, please.
Okay.
Wait, what time is it?
It's night time.
Yeah. It is quite late at night actually.
How late?
And maybe 11.
Anyway, yeah, 10:11. So, shall we check the stable? Sorry, shall Kiki check the stable?
I remember I saw horse shit the last time I peeked out the window. Can I just go to the window and take a quick look at the stables?
You look out and you see that there are indeed a few horses that kind of been held there for the night because it is so late.
No one is.
Yeah, there's no one really in the
There's no
stable.
one. Sorry. The horse. Do they have?
Some in fact, as you look at, there are two horses that you can see from outside the window. As Kiki drives over. One of them is mounted up fully in gear, whereas the other is still with the saddle but kind of like hidden in one of the recesses of the stable.
Either in one person.
It's all me horses I have.
Oh, there are.
Somebody see.
Oh
There
wait,
are horses there.
are they carts?
I think we technically just.
Because one person with a horse might be a bit difficult to keep up with.
Yes, game. You are proficient with horses. You are proficient.
Can you describe the horses to me?
I mean, they look like horses. As in,
How would you know?
yeah, okay, so from what Kiki sees, first of all, she can't really see color.
Yes.
So there are two pretty big horses. The one saddled up and ready to go is much larger than the other. And from what Kiki can tell, Kiki is more well versed in like with like other dimensional beings, but yeah. So she can't really tell whether the horse is good or is bad or whatever. But she does tell that one is clearly older than the other.
One is over there.
Yeah.
Is the other one like frothing or not frothing like?
You can't see. You can only see his butt. Because it's like hidden. It's like standing inside the area. Yeah.
Well, one is older, and if you want, we can always go check.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be. From Kiki doesn't see any people there.
Yeah, no
How
one.
fast will you be by horse anyway?
My estimate.
You have a map,
With
right? Or you know,
count
you have
intelligence.
a rough idea. on-
How's it
And
coming?
average speed. Distance divided by average speed.
Time to calculate.
1 second. It will move at the same pace as normal speed,
So you move the same pace as us.
but it can gallop at twice the movement speed,
Can gallop.
but only for an hour per long rest.
Horse.
Yeah.
You rev up the nitrous on the horse.
This is for a horse with someone on it.
With someone on.
Yeah. So with someone on it, it will be fast speed of the humans, which is about 30 miles a day.
30 miles.
You rev the nitrous on
So
the
if
horse.
it's dragging a cart, I would say it's
Normal pace.
normal pace. Yeah.
But normal pace.
Normal pace for us, but we don't have to actually walk.
Announcement.
Sounds great.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Today got
announcement.
webcam.
Oh yeah. Announcement.
Oh yeah, announcement.
busy
For people-
webcamming.
For the people seeing us the first time, so hello.
There's no one.
No, there's no one, dude.
One.
This formality is okay.
It did not make announcement, there's no one.
Post on the group. We can wait.
I'm a bit busy. Okay.
You know, just miss the just
Yeah, stop.
Beholder!
Oh, the eye.
Behold the eye.
The eye of God.
Beholder.
It's actually he's stronger than Beholder. He just you die.
Yeah, I said the eye of God. Anyway,
behold.
Okay. Hold dry tongues for a bit while he gets whatever.
Anyway,
I think what we do.
You're the horse guy.
Don't you want a horse?
Alright, I'm done.
You gotta summon a horse when you're outside.
I can tell you that. Right.
so okay.
Wait, what are we?
I thought I was describing like one of the horses is older and the other one is.
Do you see any cards in there?
There are a few.
There are cards.
2 or 3.
Like enough to fit all of us.
One card I would say is enough to fit on you, just it'll be quite squeezy.
Oh.
That's fine. You know,
It's fine. We can always shove someone in the bag of holding in the head like.
I mean, one of us can be on the horses.
Sorry?
One of us can be on the horses. That's considered a space.
One driver.
True.
And the rest moving.
Yeah.
One in bag holding, one in horse, so it's one in the driver's seat, one in the trunk.
So you're saying you're stealing the horse?
Is there any?
I mean, we can steal it, but you know, it'll get us in trouble at some point.
Oh, we can ask Spartan.
Don't you have invisibility?
We are stealing a horse.
Brent.
Can
That's already-
how we can ask Brent? I mean, we got money, man.
You take one horses.
Yeah.
They don't own horses.
I don't think.
I know we can ask him.
By no means.
I think it belongs to someone sleeping upstairs.
I don't dare.
Neither do I.
Walk there. You know what? This discussion of okay. I'll tell you what. If we find the horses tomorrow, we'll take them.
Take
In the day?
take.
Just dash out and get. But you know, it probably won't be a good idea. But like Gabriel said, you can always.
Okay.
Can't you just cast invisibility? Like, cast invisibility on them and then you just
That's not
drag them out.
That's not how it
Let's not
works.
complicate things.
That's not how invisibility works. But
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So we'll just bring it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
rest.
Good night, guys.
The face of agony.
Okay, so all of you are going to bed?
Yeah.
Before I go.
Yes.
Why? No, we want a horse.
They want a horse. I did not want a horse. Anyway,
Okay, so
before I go to bed,
Yeah.
can I rummage through the bag of holding and see what kind of random books I can get?
didn't you do that already?
But there's one book. I thought there's like more books.
There's an entire bookshelf.
Yeah, but most of them burned to ashes. You could try again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll a d10.
You roll here.
Tonight, boys. That's a 1. This is going great.
It's a very nice pictorial book about cow anatomy.
How that's
Cow.
Kyle.
Kyle
No,
Academy.
not your anatomy.
exactly. I'm like okay.
Yeah, but cow anatomy, quite, I mean, it's mostly for cooking, stuff like which parts of
butcher.
the rump, the flank, stuff like that. Yeah, it's meant for like literally which parts are the best for what kind of meal. Yeah. So now you don't know how to cook the steak, but you know how to tell people that they're cooking steak wrong.
Alright.
You know how to be an insufferable asshole.
Alright. Anyone?
Spend an hour trying to figure out what this armor is.
Okay.
And I guess a tune.
Okay.
I have no idea what it is, but it looks nice.
Attune. Right, sure. So you can attune. Anyone else got anything else? Do you guys not attune on the way back?
No, we attune on the way back.
Yeah.
Except for her.
I didn't because I was counting
All of
money.
you got attune already.
Okay.
Can try jumping.
Sure.
Outside.
No, inside. You don't know.
No, I try to jump to my room through the window. Through the window from outside.
How high can you jump now?
18 feet.
18 feet. If you jump, you can just about grab the ledge of the window. So yeah, just jump. So you're jumping by yourself, right? Just walk, sneak out the darkness.
He's like, you walk there, right? Yeah, walk to
Okay.
I'm gonna ignore that.
Yeah. So you toing, grab onto the window and make an athletics check. See if you can pull it down.
10.
Plus.
10. It's 10. It's just 10.
It's a struggle for you, and you nearly fall down at some point, but you do manage to kind of like, as you cut, go over, you see Nebula like standing at the window, just like, and you're struggling, you can't really move.
Help me, boy.
Boy.
Oh, girl, help me. Are you a boy or a girl?
So do you have him?
Yes.
I'll make a strength check. With advantage, because he has his athletics.
And you have
Negative.
You have advantage. 38.
or
Minus.
roll again, just roll again.
1. 13. 1.
Okay, so yeah, I would say with quite a bit of struggling, you do manage to pull him out after about 5 minutes.
Most agony we have before travel, trying to get into your room.
So yeah, cool. So okay, so now the two of you are safely in your room together. Anything else from the rest of you? No.
I search my book right now.
Okay, cool. So the next morning, you are woken by the sounds of and the smells of the tavern working at full pace downstairs. It is actually now already back to Grissom, and yeah, it is about 1 week. It's back to Grissom. Exactly 1 week since you began your little journey, and you are hearing the same sounds of travelers leaving the outpost of Lakeshore. As you all awaken from your slumber, do you all go downstairs?
I sent Kiki to watch the escape first.
Okay.
Are there still horses there?
As she flies out, you realize that there are indeed, not only are there still horses, but there are more horses because
There are more?
more people are starting to come in from outside as well. So essentially this is the day where more people come in, grab their drinks and stuff, and then just just go. So there are about, I would say, 7 or 8 horses with carts attached and a few others without.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in total about 10.
Wait,
Okay.
bottom. That's 4 and 17.
Nice.
Nice.
This
My eyes are see 4, 17.
what do these numbers mean?
Oh well.
You've only got 420. Anyways,
That's
So-
my daily stuff.
where are my Red Dead Redemption horse thieves?
There you go. I convey the information. Are we done already?
Are you down with me?
I don't know. I want breakfast though.
Yeah, we are done already.
Surprisingly, I'm not. I'm not
Oh,
there.
yeah, I'll take that.
I'm still like face plants.
Oh, okay.
Just like
That's your life, your life.
7. What?
What?
Something on my rules.
I know. It's fine.
No, who's that?
Yeah, everyone coming down already?
I'm still asleep.
Carrying her. By her rope. By her rope. The white rope said, carry her.
It's very confused.
It's okay. I'll carry all my stuff also.
I conveyed it. I'm just gonna tell you, around 7 to 8 horses outside with carts. And some without.
Time to go.
So if we want to take them, we need to do it fast. Also, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How packed are the tavern? How packed is the tavern? Sorry.
How packed are the
It's
taverns?
pretty much full. As you
Pretty much full.
Yeah, there are 2 tables that are not like they're empty, but the rest of them is full. You can hear the sounds of like Bran and Mila running back and forth. It's like getting orders and running back and forth into the kitchen.
Follow-up question. How many of them are
New faces.
piss drunk and new faces?
He's drunk. Make a perception check. I mean, yeah, perception.
I'm gonna say my catchphrase.
Roll here. Important.
8 plus 5.
Okay. You do feel that appear to be pretty much.
Piss drunk.
I wouldn't say pissed drunk, but quite drunk because I mean they're gonna have to go on the road again today, so they wouldn't want to get way. Yeah, don't drink and drive. Exactly.
Public announcement service: do not drink and drive.
Like second advice, don't be sleepy and drive.
Please drink, please drive, but don't drink too.
Okay. Well, there are horses and some of them are not very sober.
How will we know whether
We just,
the horse is?
how about we just do it? We just get out, Gabriel will see which is the best horse with parts, and then we just jump.
That is assuming this goes well.
Guys, we have so much gold. Why not we just buy a horse?
That's also an option.
We just hire someone to drive us there.
We agreed.
I mean, you know how to handle a horse.
We agreed on the chapter. We agreed on the chapter.
Waiting from Samba. Less people travel. It's not. We don't want any. Hello, Kyle, you're here, but
No, I'm not here.
no, you're not.
Where did he go?
It's not. No.
Not the way he keeps disappearing.
Oh. So yeah, maybe we don't tag along with somebody. We can travel by ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Can we just go ahead?
Then
We can just start walking, I guess.
let's just start walking.
We can find some horses
Wait.
somewhere
Wait.
else.
Forget the horse. Forget the horse. I don't want trouble. Forget the horse.
Alright,
Oh,
sure.
sure.
What a wonderful resolution.
Forget the horse. Forget the horse. I don't want trouble.
And then up the horse.
The horse.
Okay, yeah,
Literally,
the horse.
don't drink and drive. Don't.
I want to see the testicle strings. What? Good. Wait,
So guys, we're gonna end the stream here.
Emo had just made us banned.
Anyway, yeah.
Dude, I thought that's what everyone will do. Get their redemption
Alright,
page.
breakfast and
Yeah, sure.
alright.
Okay, Brent walks over. Howdy.
Okay.
Morning, anything you all want? Breakfast?
Anything you recommend? This is kind of our last
I mean, you guys been here for a while, so
Something for the road.
for the road.
We have a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I could package some duck, I guess.
Oh,
You still have any turkey?
Dude,
Not yet, but if you want to, I could get some by next week.
Never mind. If you can package the ducks, that'll be
Alright.
we'll be paying for our stay as well.
I can't remember how long we've been here, but maybe that 5, 4.
It was like 4 days.
4 days, alright, 4 days, so that's 6 of y'all. No, 4 rooms, right? No, 3 rooms.
3 rooms.
Didn't y'all pay every night?
4 rooms.
I thought I missed it.
We didn't pay last
You paid for that? Oh, right, alright. So there's 3 rooms, 4 days, so that comes up to 12 gold pieces. And for the food, I'll give you all for 1 gold piece as much as of the duck as I
What was the duck last man?
I mean, to be fair, the duck is like 1 silver piece.
So 1
yeah,
duck.
so it's about 10 rations worth. Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, I'm waiting for us.
Okay. And then Brent disappears into the kitchen to prepare the food.
What's the next one?
She involved with it?
So each of you essentially pays 3.
Three or 4?
Wait, 4 days.
4 days, right?
4 days, 3 rooms, 3 rooms all.
Wow.
Didn't y'all pay every night? Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. He's been paying every single night.
The rest
I
of
said
it.
last night.
Okay, then 2 days. 2 days. Fine. Whatever. Like Brent has a bad memory. So 2 days, 3 rooms.
So I'll just pay for us.
Thanks, man.
I'm sorry? What? You should pay, man. In the rooms. Yeah, I don't know what it apparently made a lot of noise in.
No, that was
You know what? Let's just chow down our breakfast.
We asked in the package, but you didn't get it.
No, I have package and another set of
You don't have to take out when they do it.
So he comes back with like a
well, actually,
apparently like some sort of a basket full to bring with these nicely wrapped paper packages. Alright. So there's about 10 here, enough 10 meals. Probably should eat it within the week though. or in I guess what. Anything else you all want?
No, that's it.
We have breakfast. Breakfast.
I thought we're just leaving.
Me?
I thought we're just leaving.
Alright, then
Break of dawn. Gonna make our way.
we eat on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So,
Thanks for everything, friend.
Bye, bread.
you all leaving for good?
I mean, technically someone has a house here, so you'll see someone. Not so soon though.
Yeah, we'll be
Yeah.
quite a while.
We'll be back.
So,
So,
see you when I see you.
sure, I mean, I'll be here till I die probably, so have fun and don't die.
No promises.
Try not.
Noted. Noted.
Thanks
Alright.
once again for your help for the problem with the tags and
No problem. Alright. See you guys.
See you.
See you, mate.
So another one. Notice he's really ended faster or something.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, so as the six of you leave the Shimmering Swan for possibly the last time, you look around, you see the usual hubbub of morning horse traffic on the roads, if that's even the term. It is actually. It's just traffic.
Yeah, perhaps.
So it's just traffic. Yeah, it's just traffic. So, where are you guys heading?
We're getting more friends? Yes.
Wait, yeah. Let me ask you guys a question first before we actually. Do any of you have bedrooms?
You know, actually have it. I came directly from my house.
I bought a pack.
Steals not demon.
Use anti-move. Sorry, question for you guys. Which way are you going? Like, as in,
Is there a
what
way?
What route are you taking?
Kind of following the road
How
north.
many routes are there? I mean, I always know which ways.
Look at the map.
Yeah. I have the map memorized.
Yes, you have the map memorized. So,
Memorized.
from looking at the map, you can tell that even though the road would probably be safer because it's a road, but it does go through a little bit of a detour, so it will take a day extra, so 5 days instead of 4.
Do you guys want to be safe or?
Otherwise, you could follow the river Threnton, so you'll be following the river, but you have to pass through a bit of a grove / a forest.
Can I measure how much how far is the growth itself?
The grove.
Yeah, like try to scale.
It's, I would say, from what you can tell, it's not very long, or not very wide. It's dense, but it's just like a strip along the river. So yeah.
Is it a strip road?
You would probably take less than a day to get through.
Less than a day. Are we in a hurry? Like, are we really in a hurry? Or you want it to have a
Be safe for the
safer
other story.
strip?
We will be in a hurry coming out.
Yeah. Right. So the normal road it is.
Yeah, let's just take the normal road.
Alright.
Safe.
To the road.
Walk. Didn't know.
Okay,
Beyond the wall.
so you're all.
Jon Snow.
Anything last minute stuff you guys want to do?
I lock up the house.
Okay. Yeah. So while you're doing that, you
Why
look at
is
the
it-
house, come back.
I wave goodbye to the chances.
Okay, wait. First of all, how are you? Are you going up through the lake area, or are you going from the front?
Kind of.
Front gate, right?
Give me the. I'm still looking for the map.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Front gate.
It's a front. Okay, cool. So as the six of you leave from front gate, some of the horse cars coming in and going out. A couple of guys look at you. You see some of the elderly men and women. They see you. They remember you especially. Yeah, and the six of you leave Lake Shore for perhaps the last time. And as you turn back into the road towards North Run, this is where your journey begins. So,
Water stuff all big.
how fast do you want to go? What is your general? Your general direction is towards the north. But what is
But we are
speed?
strictly sticking to the road, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Be careful of kindness.
Be careful of hyenas.
That
What? Can't you have TP scouts in the front?
yeah, I mean that's half the time Kiki will always be in the front like
Okay.
flying. 60 feet, like
In front of us.
in front and above. It's like
No, but the question is, what's your travel speed? You want to be going
Normal.
so fast?
so
normal
how fast can we go
So if you go fast,
without exhausting ourselves?
yeah. So if you go fast, then you will be able to move at 30 miles per day. So that'll be about you get there in 4 days essentially. But you have a -5 to all your passive perception, including for PC. Yeah.
4 days travel.
So if you go normal, it'll be 5 days.
And normal perception.
Normal
That's
perception.
normal perception. And also, if you're going fast, then you will not be able to surprise anyone or anything. I mean, you are more likely to get surprised.
Why don't we go a bit slower and enjoy it?
Enjoy
the view!
What view? The left tree or the right tree?
That tree is the best tree.
Ooh, let's just walk normally.
Yeah.
By my estimate, we'll reach there in 5 days. The duck will.
So out of it.
And no, you are not running first. You are not running first.
Are you dashing?
I mean, why rush? Can't we just get to know each other while we go?
What the Jesus.
Jesus, man.
Right? We walk.
Normal speed?
Normal speed.
Okay.
La la.
La 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 la.
Cool. So, as you walk along the road that some of you have traveled on to get to Lakeshore, you see to your left and right flowing hills, rolling hills and flowing meadows. And now you realize that spring has well and truly come. It is blooming with flowers, white, yellow, blue, and there's a certain smell of like warmth and almost honey-like in the air, strong. And as you guys walk, the first over the morning, the afternoon, the evening, nothing happens. It's just a walk. But as dusk arrives, you see ahead of you, you've been walking along the road with the occasional merchant or just traveler walking by on a cart. But opposite you now, you see a much larger cart heading towards you, and the clump, and you see in front of the cart a very, very large man. He's huge, essentially. Like the horse looks quite sad, to be honest. It's just a huge blob of a person sitting on top, and as they pass by you, as it gets closer, you see it's a horse with a man on it and a carriage behind, a very ornately designed carriage. And as the man passes you, he turns to you like, "Hey,
Sorry,
morning."
Quick question before we start on the station.
Yeah.
Can I get the general physical description of the man? Like how the decoration of the carriage that signifies, I don't know, mobility or anything. How expensive does it look?
Okay, so make a perception check.
Whoa. When he says hi,
12.
can I whisper to Alice to stay out of sight?
Okay.
I hide his cloak.
You hide in slow right? Yeah. Make a stealth check. You can tell that he's clearly not nobility. Appears to be more of like the clothing of a very rich person, dressed in just like there's no like royal insignia or anything. He's just flaunting his wealth.
He's just flaunting his wealth.
He appears to be, yeah.
Does he seem unwise or does he seem something?
As you look at him, you see that it's quite hard to tell his facial features, quite honestly, because of how many rolls of fat there are. But he seems like, first of all, he's like ruddy, like he's like ruddy and sweating, but on his face is like this huge smile, and he seems to be quite happy and in general just like having a good day riding on his horse. Yeah. And as the horse comes to a stop next to the 6 of you, it turns around. "Hey, evening, fellas.
Hi.
May I suggest to you to come and check out my wares?"
Oh, are you a traveling merchant?
Well, not really traveling per se, but I'm headed towards Nicosia, And so on the way, I'd like to find some people to peddle my wares to. My name is Jin, by the way.
Jin.
Yes, G-I-N-N.
G-I-N-N.
Yes.
Oh, you mean the drink? Nope, I'm out.
No, not the drink. It is me. My name is Jin. I am from Vinda. Sure, you've heard of it.
Oh,
It's a wretched place, yes, but I made my way there. I sell clothing, textiles, fabric. If any of you, I mean, apart from you, the rest of you look kind of in need of well-made, yes, well-made textures, fabric, and I'd be willing to sell them to you for a reasonable price, I would say.
Sure, show us what wares you have.
Alright, sure. He goes to the back.
He has coins if you have wares.
Yes, of course.
Got it.
Okay, so he goes to the side. He kind of like slowly, and after a while, kind of like struggles.
Do you need help over there?
Do you need help?
Toad! And he turns around and yells, Toad! And you see from inside the carriage, the door swings open, and this old, like, kind of wretched and gaunt looking man, he's a human, now steps out, kind of like hunched over, his eyes are bulging, and he seems just like completely malnourished. You see that he has a chain around his ankle, and yeah, he's being led out by a lady who is also quite rotund, not as bad as Jin, but yeah, she's also struggling a bit, but she pushes Toad out of the carriage. Toad like he looks around at the sun and and Jin turns around to him. Oi, Toad, help me get some, show us some of the finest textiles we have to these men here, these fine men and lady. And Toad's like,
Hey, can I have a look at Toad? Like, what race is he? Human.
he just looks,
Malnourished human.
he looks malnourished, he looks like he's been beaten at some point. He's very pale.
So basically there are 3 humans, 2
That-
fat and one lady.
That you can see here. So Jin turns around, the lady tugs on his ankle chain, turns around, goes inside, and starts pulling out these bunches of textiles. So what he has is quite a bit of good stuff. There are some like fine clothes. He sells like backpacks, baskets, bedrolls, like general items, as well as some fine clothing if you want to buy. There's traveling clothes and fine clothing. And at this point, Jin calls Toad over. Oi, Toad, come over here, you piece of shit. Come over. Toad lifts his arms, kind of like cowering underneath him. Jin rolls over and kind of like just like collapses on top of Toad and he stands up. Oh, sorry about that. Please come, take a look. We have this. You all look like a very
Charismatic.
yes, very charismatic, very beautiful group of people. I have some particularly interesting items. I don't know if you would be, you would want to look at them. We have,
Please, anything that pipes the interest.
yes, of course. He turns around, pulls out a few things. First one is a simple piece of chamois cloth, which is kind of like this white silk. This is absolutely amazing. You can clean any surface you want, just by simply sweeping over whatever surface you wish. Oh, do not laugh, my friends. It is real. Look. And he sees the like your clothes kind of sweeps over and just like the dirt all just disappears.
Is there dirt on the cloth, or is just the
Yeah,
cloth
shows you
is just
it's
as clean?
completely still as white as it was. Yes. Ever clean.
While he's trying to go on, I'm starting to cast detect magic control on his wares.
On his
I
back.
can just cast Prestige, show him.
Let's save that.
That's very interesting way you have it.
Yes. Oh, there's
Do
another
you
one.
have a dress made out of that cloth?
Dress. Why would you need a dress? You could just, wipe your dress with this. Yes.
Do you have anything other than that?
Only 50 gold piece. Okay. He pulls out like a very kind of nondescript looking bedroll. This is what I call the snoozy bedroll. Yes. Here, you can try. He pulls it out. He rests his hand there. And you can see like his hand, even though it's like just a normal thin bedroll, right, his hand kind of like sinks in a little bit. Anyone want to try to put your head there or anything? He's like motion. Come on, try it. Look, You don't have to. You all look very
I'll try it.
Do you have
I'll
bed
try it.
rolls?
As your hand goes over it, it feels like the softest like mattress you've ever felt. And this feels absolutely fantastic.
Gabriel is so out of the shopping trip.
What? Sorry? So out of the what?
You just cannot take
buy
it
more.
anymore.
No, wait.
I'll buy both.
No.
Fantastic! You see, my good man here.
Clearly, he has not thought this through.
No, why? I mean, I could give you a discount.
Can I get a rough like insight on whether he seems to be upselling or anything?
Roll for this.
Oh, that's a 24.
You can tell that he previously he feels kind of guilty that he was upselling a little bit previously, so which is why now he's saying that he'll sell for 100, which according to estimate seems about right from his face.
100 more for two. It's 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes. Yeah. So you're kind of like
He's giving the presentation.
so 100 gold for both.
100 go. Alright. Yes.
Very good. Do you want to at least try it first? You don't seem to.
The cat looks like he enjoys it.
No, please.
I just lie down on it instead.
As you lie down, right, it is the most like wonderful, like the most plush feather/water bed you've ever lied on. Laid on.
Wait, what?
Then constitution check, see if you can sleep in broad daylight.
No, it's evening.
14 plus.
It's still bright. Okay, so you just like the man Jin is like, oh, that's amazing.
Like, game.
Game.
How do you react? You feel like in your dreams, your dreams about horse riding. Someone is pushing against your horse for some reason. It's quite annoying.
Game.
What's that?
Continue riding guitar.
Oh yeah, okay, he's keeping it fine. So then the Jin is like holding the handkerchief. Anyone? I'll just put it on his.
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
Yep.
thank you very much for your business, even though he has not paid me yet. I guess.
Don't you have anything else?
Oh well,
I
yes,
deleted it.
I do, but let's just take a look at them. All right. He pulls out a cape, just one. And he kind of like pulls out. There's like actually 3 or 4 kind of stacked in it. They're quite small capes, like those like pen like kind of thing. What do you call those? Like hoods over your shoulders essentially.
It's basically
Shawls.
after
Yeah, like a shawl basically. There's like different colors: red, blue, green, yellow. These are Maxim's marvelous mantles. Very, very cool. All you can do, I mean, you can use it to make it an umbrella. So watch. And nothing happens. He's wrong. Oi, Toad! Piece of shit! Give me some water! Toad kind of scrambles in like, pulls up, takes like a small cup of water. He pours it over his head and then just goes around. See? Don't need to worry about rain or anything of the sort.
That's my turn when you finish.
At this point, yes. You can detect very like rudimentary spells cast on the 3 items that you've shown so far. So, in terms of the school, the first one is transmutation. The second one is transmutation.
So done with
And the third one is just like I don't know what it is actually.
Maybe it's just say magic. So
abjuration.
No, it's just
abjuration.
Yeah, it's just creating force essentially. A force field. Yeah.
It's a shield. Abjuration
Yeah,
shield against water.
Yeah. So the first one actually, because it's such a simple spell, you can tell, it's actually just been imbued with prestidigitation.
huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you're just selling it for 50 gold.
Selling people for 50 gold the things that I can
Yeah.
So you cannot clean completely.
I have more.
You have more?
Pulls up last thing. I don't really have many of these things, but I go far and wide to find them. This is Yastromo's bonded yak socks. You can see these like really
Socks.
woolen, like massively woolen socks, kind of like brownish and yellow. So these are made of the silkiest hair of the Highland yaks. Oh,
You're asleep.
you're asleep. First of all. These are super durable, comfortable, and they're water resistant. They keep your feet warm and comfy in all weather. But here's the cool thing. if one of these socks goes more than 10 feet away from the other, it'll teleport back.
You need a song.
But watch this. He takes off and just throws it out of the road and it just appears back in his hand. Never lose a sock again.
But how you know which song will teleport to which song?
What? What? Like, it just comes back to you. As in, it just comes back to the other sock. As in, the one that's within 10 feet of you. If both go away, then both will come back.
Attunement to socks.
No, it doesn't mean.
Quick question.
Yes.
It's still 10 minutes, right? What do I? It's still within.
Yeah.
Still within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
What do I see on the socks?
I mean, it's just like. It's just like. What is it actually?
Whatever spell catapult is, that's it.
Yeah, I guess so. No, it's not.
Yeah, as in what the double.
I would say transmutation.
Transmutation.
Yeah. Actually, no, conjuration.
Conjuration. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyone want these? To be fair, these are quite expensive. First of all, because Highland yaks. I mean,
How much does it go for?
250.
Make it 200.
Not sure. Let me think about that. Alright.
Alright, okay.
Fine. 200?
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are fantastic customers, really. Anyone want fine clothes? I mean, no offense, but most of you look like you just.
I need one dress and one travel dress.
Right,
Fine.
sure. Very, very easy. What color would you like? Any kind of material in particular? Silk? Cotton?
Silk.
Alright. I told. Get me silk dress and what's the other? Traveling dress. Traveling dress. Alright. Toad kind of like just grumbles, goes in, picks out a few, and passes it to you. So he gives you like this nice kind of like sky blue colored silk dress, and a traveling dress is kind of more like brownish, more leathery. So,
But the material feels good.
yeah, the silk feels extremely fine, and the leather is soft as well. Yeah.
When you have too much money, the DM have to pour our money.
Yep. Let's do this.
Exactly.
Let's do this.
The total is 17 gold, 15 for the silk dress and 2 for traveler's clothes.
Alright. 17?
Yes.
Makes sense.
I hope your friend would wake up at some point and
Someone wake him up. At this point, I would like. I want to ask you. You said you're from Binda, right?
yeah, yes.
Have you ever been to Northrend?
Well, I pass through often. Yes. Yeah.
Any procedures as to how pass through Northrend? Like, you guys check your wares.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, Northrend is where the king resides. Yes, the king of. Are you all not from Netherfield?
No. Most of us, we
Not
went.
everyone is from Netherfield.
I only went to Northrend
Well, I'm not
a
familiar.
very long time ago.
Interesting. I have a great idea. As I often do, I do say so myself. Let us have a meal. We could just make camp. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm very hungry. You can tell.
We could
I
wait
get
for him to
hungry
wake up.
very often. Yeah, precisely. Yes. We could make some tea. We could,
We have dark if you want, so.
Oh yes, that'll be fun. I have biscuits. So
Yes,
biscuits
tea.
with duck will be fantastic.
I don't mind just
One
taking
night
a rest
together
for this
is
night.
fine.
Alright, sure. That works. Would you like to meet my son? He's
You
an
have a son?
Oh yes, that's my. Oh, my apologies. He turns around to his wife. Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear. This is Ridia, my wife. She's, as you can see, she's absolutely beautiful. Ridia. R-I-D-I-A.
Okay.
She's as you can tell, absolutely beautiful. You look at her, she's not very absolutely beautiful. but she seems like pleasant enough. She's like smiling. Hi. And my son, hey, Velo. Velo kind of steps out from the cart. He's kind of like. I almost hate to say this. It's like the Bob Dudley to the like the what is his name?
She also fat, that's for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, like the Harry Potter, the kid. He looks basically like a
Dudley.
Yeah,
Dudley is the
yeah.
name.
So he looks like pretty much like
copyright.
Yeah, so he's pretty large, pretty large fellow, but
Touchly.
he's got this really like big smile. He's just like, oh wow. He in particular he says you and you. He's like, where are you from? I've never seen father.
You've never.
Oh, don't worry about it, son. These you have to respect them, right? Yeah, you are a dragon.
I'm in my armor.
Oh, you're in your armor.
I'm in my armor.
Oh, I thought you
This is
were
hulking.
Okay, so it's you and you. You are a tiefling, right? You don't mind if I call you by that term? Sure.
I'm Nebula.
Yes, Nebulo. Oh, that's a fantastic name. Yes, this is Nebulo. You are Rain.
I have the socks on my arm and I'm
Yes, Tabaxi are some of the most hardy, most wonderful creatures. There are a lot of dimensions. This is
Nearly dies every session.
Kyle. Hi. This is Kyle Velo and Nvidia. That would be
Sleeping man will be Gabriel.
Gabriel. Yes, very good. He was my first customer. So fantastic. You are.
Evening. I am.
You are Evening. Hi. Yes, Frilla. And you are.
Applesauce.
Sauce. Very, very interesting name. All right. Shall we eat?
Yes,
and at this
then
point,
set cap.
yeah. So at this point, you can talk in the road, right? So he kind of like pulls the horse over to one side.
We help him.
Okay. I mean, he doesn't like drag it away, like pats his butt the way and moves.
At this point, I'm gonna talk to him. Keep watch. Message everyone else.
I'll be like, yeah.
So you're sleeping on the
just
road.
be on your toes.
Yeah, you're sleeping
on the road.
on the road, on the bed.
I mean, you guys could drag him over.
Yeah, we drag it, I drag it over.
I use my mage hand to slap to pinch his nose.
Okay.
No, I'm really bringing from now.
Baby, I need help. Cover his mouth.
Constitution saving throw.
No. Okay, so you're holding his mouth closed and you're holding his mouth shut.
Yeah.
I like the hand.
I help by closing the ears. I know it doesn't do anything, but
Okay, so do you feel? Are you starting to feel?
Yeah, I will go.
And you wake up to see 3 of them just like standing over you. They are
Mage hand.
Or mage hand, right?
Mage hand, I'm here.
So yeah, you're now like sitting in the middle of the road.
I pick up my ways.
Sorry?
I pick up my ways.
Okay.
this one's like the closest of my
the side and go and
Hey, get
So
out your way.
at this point, it is nearing like from 7 plus 8. Jin kind of like has moved all the stuff to the side. He sits down without preparing anything. He calls for Toad. Oi, Toad, help me get the stuff ready. Toad goes in, pulls out just like packets of like bread, teapot, starts a fire, and through all through this he's kind of like he seems kind of like wretched, right? He's walking around.
I'm gonna ask. What's the deal with him?
Yeah, who's that?
Toad,
Yeah, what's the deal with him?
where's my slave?
How much for the sleep?
Wait.
It was about 3,000. Yeah.
You want a slave?
Wait.
No.
He already has a slave.
Gabriel, I should remind you that you still haven't paid him.
I pay him.
You paid him already?
Okay, so like when you wake up, you pay him fine. Whatever. Yeah,
Where
remember
did you get a
my,
slave from?
Yeah.
well, from my hometown of Vinda.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh, I apologize. I realize most of you are not from Vinda.
Wait, am I from Mina?
No, you are.
you're from North Front. You're from North Front.
Jin says no, he's not.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't.
I would know this, right?
Yeah, you would know this.
Most of us, we are Pentimods. We came from different places. Definitely not Winda.
Well, I'm sorry then. If you didn't know, you know what? Just to prove it to you, he kind of like rummages in his many folds of paper, pulls out like a crumpled piece of paper, like hands it to show, and on it shows basically it's an official certificate of sale. Yeah. So and at the bottom is stamped with the seal of the Vinda Empire.
What empire, sorry?
The Vinda, yeah, Vindan, yeah.
Windows by slaves.
Sorry, where's Vita?
It's all the way up north, past Ashang.
It's,
Oh, okay, I
I found
see.
it.
That's at the east.
So, yes, I apologize if he's been bugging you. Oi, don't get the fuck back in the carriage.
No, please. We enjoy company.
He's not company, he's my slave. Right.
Sorry, we're not really a customer.
Oh, no, I apologize. Of course, I hope you understand. He's not like us, right? We have brains, we can talk to each other, we understand each other. He's just a slave, right?
In other news, would you like some of the dub?
Oh, yes, sure, of course,
Taken off
fantastic.
from very low.
Okay, how many do you pull out? 1, 2.
Like,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait, are the ducks in like duck size?
No,
like
Duck size. Is it a duck size horse? Is it a horse size duck?
you pull out the meat into like nice packages.
like those type, like those
Yeah.
duck rice store.
Yeah.
I think just take out one.
One. Okay. Yeah. So everyone sits down. There's 9 of you. 6 of you, including the 3 of them. And yeah. So just start eating. Their family is very good at eating. So
We can tell.
Yeah.
We can tell.
yeah, but they still eat with a sense of like almost courtesy, like they're eating relatively slowly, but they don't stop eating. Just like,
Basically, they take out cutleries and they start gobbling.
yeah, they do actually have cutlery. They set up a nice thing.
Question before we continue, right? For my detect magic yourself, no magic was on.
No, none also. Yeah. You can see that Toad has kind of like retreated into the carriage.
On toes on nothing, right? No magic on toe. Just to
So
make
he's
sure.
retreated into the cart and yeah, not involved in the conversation of the eating. So yeah.
Yeah. So, what's his name?
Jin.
Jin, right? So Jin, you said you were heading to Indonesia.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good healing.
Mostly just to sell the rest of my stuff.
Ooh.
And I have a meeting there. So
I see.
Sorry. I know it's private, but
oh no, it's not really private. It's just a business meeting, hoping to get new textiles in.
Yeah, we are traveling, and
I can tell.
Indonesia seems an interest. How do you get right? Is there any customs that we need to pass through over there?
Well, you need your papers. I have papers, so
I see.
it's easy for me. If you don't have papers, you could just just buy them off someone.
Buy them or
I mean,
something?
I don't advocate for doing illegal things, but you could if you want to.
buy them also.
That sounds.
So you know what's legal? Buying someone.
Yes. No, I mean, if you're uncomfortable with this conversation, I wouldn't mind stopping. But for me, it's fine. I mean, there's a fair supply.
I mean, 3,000 gold is cheap.
No, but there is a fair supply of slaves, So mostly from Neverfield, in fact. Have you not? Is there no slavery in Neverfield?
Not that
Not
we
that
can
we
see.
encountered so
I mean,
far.
Toad was from Neverfield.
Oh, I see.
So these slaves, are they mostly humans or are they
Other races as well.
other races?
That's Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Well,
Sure you followed it.
Is there
well, I would say most of the other races don't really show themselves that much around here. I mean, most of the supply to the whole of Mirovia is from Neverfield, so
That's really. Well,
I didn't finish eating it at that point.
So you have.
Can I excuse myself to go to the toilet?
Sure. So you kind of like hit it's actually just like grassland. So you go far enough to the point where they can see you squatting down, but not really make it. Yeah. So go ahead. You're going to the toilet, is it?
That's what?
Then no. Then I'll cast use magic aura on the ring.
Okay.
And
Oh my
say,
god.
Oh shit!
so I say what it does is like every day you will you will have a mage armor
Okay.
for the person who wears it.
Oh.
Okay.
No?
What?
I know what you're trying.
Okay. So you finish casting a spell. These blue tendrils of energy surround the ring, and yeah, it's now imbued with the
Really
magic.
ethereal poop.
So those of you who have finished eating, you turn around, you see like blue light just like surrounding you.
Him squatting.
Tieflings are pretty strange.
See, that's how they go.
Technically.
You know Cthulhu? He's simply one of the gods shitting upon you. Yeah. Eldritch horror shit.
Wait, at this point I pull the ring aside.
Yeah.
Hey, louder.
Louder.
They might be out there. I don't know how dangerous they are. Just keep on. I know I've been telling you this.
Don't worry.
Right.
I've traveled a lot, so just be on the toes half the time.
Alright.
But by the way, Jin, how long have you been merchant?
All my life. I mean,
Is a family
pardon,
business?
I'm not trying to brag or anything here, but you do not get as rich as I do without working hard your whole life, right? I'm sure some of you are working towards, your goals, working at it your whole life. my suggestion is to keep working, right? Yeah, he looks over at Radiant. Yes. Radiant kind of like said, look, he was from one of the poorest families in Vinda. He know how poor Vinda is, right? So it was wonderful seeing him work from just cobbler to slowly earning his trade amongst the men in Vinda, and so keep working. Yes.
About the market, I'm very impressed.
Thank you. I'm very impressed with your regal armor and clothing.
Yes.
Very well chosen, my friend.
Yeah, thank you very much. You'll be surprised what's under this armor.
Make a performance now.
Seduction check.
Seduction check.
He seems a bit taken aback by that comment. Okay. Well, it is night, so I don't know if you lot would be moving on in your journey or
We'll be-
bedding down for the night.
Are you staying?
Oh no, I mean I don't need to.
You don't need to. So you're going.
We can sleep in the carriage.
Storage.
Yeah,
Alright.
and Todd will drive the truck.
We'll be here. We'll be taking the night.
Yeah.
And,
Stay safe, by the way.
yes, please.
Yeah, there's been reports of those things running around.
Please. I mean, we do hear like these roads have some incidents.
Yeah.
Yeah, so both of us should be careful.
Wait,
What?
What things?
Are you not from here?
I mean, are you talking about the nose?
Well,
No
called
sign,
gnomes?
nothing.
Oh yes, the hyena dog creatures. Yeah, terrifying things. Yeah, we nearly had a run-in with them.
Yeah, there's a bit.
Hey, where?
Sorry, what?
Nothing. Where did you have this run? Almost run. And how far away were you?
Oh, they tend to stay quite far from the roads. Kind of like. But my son, he loves nature, and I do anything for my son. So we went and checked out some of the forest area, and we heard this howling in the distance. We were like, not going in there, so we came back to the road here.
So around the forests.
Oh yes, that's it.
Wait, how long has this been going on for?
I mean, I've been traveling, so it's happened since a couple of months ago, as far as you can tell. People going missing all the time.
Okay, people going missing.
Yeah, they take them.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah,
Good to know.
Alright.
dangerous time.
Thanks for
Yes. We just, we're traveling and we will all care for each other.
That's good.
Let us, it's already night time. Let us take a rest.
Oh yes. I'm sorry if I intruded in your
No,
matters. Good night, and thank you for the duck. It was fantastic. Yes. We enjoyed the tea.
Thanks for the socks.
You paid me for those, so I should thank you for the purchase. Right. Goodbye. He struggles to his feet.
Before that,
Yes.
I see that all your items are very magically intuned.
Well, not all, but yes, I did manage to find some of them. Yes.
Would you like this ring? It's a ring that gives you magic armor and prevents damage. You from getting damage.
Is it for me or for me to sell?
So
He's trying to
selling, I'm trying to sell it to you.
How does it work?
You just put it on.
Mysterious
and
magic.
things and-
Yeah, it's pretty pudgy, but yeah, the ring it doesn't fit. The ring does not fit.
You just
It
hold
fits on
you
one
just
of his
hold it.
orifices.
Then I close his hand, and behind, I just take my card out and cast Mage Armor.
Okay, so you watch as the magical aura kind of like surrounds him. Like the magical aura and also the mage armor kind of surrounds him. And he's like, what is this? What's this blue thing?
Yeah, use magic result.
Magic is auto hit.
No.
Yeah, magic is auto hit.
But the shield,
It's not shield, it's not shield. You use magic sound with shield.
holy shit!
Wait,
No, you can aim his magic missile anywhere.
Oh.
wait, what? What are you doing?
Okay, never mind. Then I'll just this will help you evade all the magic. Then I'll just shoot magic result. And cannot miss lah.
Yeah, cannot miss.
You cannot miss. You choose something, it will hit it.
No, don't bother.
Okay, then never mind. You just give me magic armor.
Then make a deception check, see if he believes you.
Wait, what's your charisma?
Oh, 17 plus.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I was gonna give you 17.
It's
17 plus.
It's already 17.
It's 19.
Okay.
Deception.
nice.
Deception, right?
You have for plus 4.
Ooh, 21.
Okay, so wow, this is how much do you want for this?
400 gold.
How long does this last? This enchantment of yours?
It's once per day.
How long?
How long? About 8 hours each.
No, as in how many days can I use this for?
Forever.
Make another deception check. 16. I would say 400 seems a bit. It seems reasonable, in fact. Very well, sure. He pulls out from his pocket 400 gold.
Basically, 200 from him, 100 from him.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'm interested in another one.
And what would this other one be?
As in, it will be the same thing, but I will need the knight to enchant it.
Well, I'm kind of in a bit of a rush, so well, thank you very much for this. Still, it will fetch me a great price.
Okay.
You're selling for like 800, I believe. Yes, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
How long does this actually last?
I have no idea.
24 hours.
Alright, I must be going. I need to be at my meeting. I'll be a bit late. So, I'll see you all.
You have an angry merchant after you next time.
So, I'll see you all if I see you all ever again.
Yeah.
And he kind of like plods off into the carriage. You can hear him screaming at Toad from within the carriage. Alright, fucking get on the fucking horse! And you watch as Toad kind of like stumbles up, gets onto the horse because it's dark and the rest of them want to sleep. So it's like slowly like looks over at you guys. Fuck you. And he goes. And
Thaumaturgy, a really like aggressive horse sound right next to the horse.
okay.
All those scared horses sound.
Okay. So as he like what do you call it?
Whips the.
Like, he doesn't whip, like, it cracks the horse's ribs. Like, yeah, it moves forward and instantly there's some a really loud horse sound. Who did that?
What?
Look, this what do you call it? Toad speaking. Look, you could embarrass me all you want. You could leave me to die on my own, but don't come here and see yourselves as better than me. Fuck you, and I mean that. And thanks very much for your help. And he turns, and the horse cart goes into the distance.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so
I wanted to, but
you watch as the carriage disappears into the night, and you are now 6 of you kind of sitting around and almost like you can see that the stuff has all been cleared away, so you now have your bedrolls there. You could choose to, now it's quite late, so you could either choose to set camp for the night, or you could move on further.
This is quite late.
shall we
I
take turns keeping watch?
Yes, I think we should rest here and take.
At this point, I want to send him for the road, like, to just get the general surround, like 100 feet, like as much as possible.
100 feet.
Like 100 feet and 100 up, like.
Okay, with the hypotenuse. Okay.
Yeah. Just to make sure that there's.
Okay. As you go up, make a perception check for Kiki.
16 plus. It's not bad. 16 plus 2. 19. Yes, not vision and sorry. Advantage on checks using hearing and sight. Never mind.
Okay, cool. You go and as she goes further up, you can tell sort of over a few of the rolling hills in the distance, there appears to be a town, a very small village, light orange light coming from it. Where it's dark, it's at night, but you can see light coming from it. And as Kiki looks at it, she realizes that the light is not the light of torches.
It's not light of torches.
It is not the light of
Not natural light.
It is not natural light. You can watch as the light flares up, closes down. Some of it starts to leak outside of the town. You watch as he realizes that the town is on fire.
Guys, there's a town on fire. There's a town on fire, shall we?
What? Now? How? Just go. Let's just go.
Go. There's a town on fire.
Right.
I'm not kidding, there's actually a town on fire.
How far?
How far?
Going, I suppose, probably around 500, 600 meters away.
Okay, that's not that.
Meters, not that far. Yeah,
It's almost like here.
yeah, you need to go over.
600 meters is.
Which is why you cannot see it from here. You need to go over here.
But is there like smoke?
Okay, not 600 meters, like 1 km.
1 km, yeah.
Like smoke and everything. Like,
There isn't smoke.
Well, can we skedaddle there? We haven't like set up, right? Like we just begin.
No.
They set up and we pulled out duck. That's it.
Okay, let's go.
So we like sprint.
So you're all going.
Grab your bedroll, by the way. Remind Gabriel.
Fast pace, let's go.
Okay, cast
I mean, it's
Charmer.
500.
Mage armor. Okay, so as the 6 of you.
Oh, hey, I haven't attuned to the
You want to check
atmosphere.
If you want, you can check ahead.
So as the 6 of you stand up, you pack your things as quickly as you can. You rush over the hill. You see in the darkness, some parts of the village are in flame. Some are kind of like already burned to the ground. You can see in the midst of the running back and forth, hulking creatures that kind of like running in between. And you hear, even from 500, 600 meters away, you hear the howls.
I think these are the nose.
Quick question.
Yes.
But judging by the sound, do I know like roughly how many?
Make a perception check.
Even with my 19 passive perception.
You're actively looking at
9 plus 8, 13.
You can tell that there appear to be a decent amount, not as many as the previous fight that you had.
Not as many as the previous I did, yeah. Very good.
I would like to check whether there's any humanoid beings.
You're still like 500 meters away. Yeah, sure, make a perception check about it.
Like really just a rough check.
Okay, sure. Disadvantage because of how far away. Because gnolls are humanoid as well.
15.
15. Alright, so okay.
Wait,
So,
disadvantage, so 13.
13.
Does the shield help him with observation checks? Perception checks?
No.
Sentinel.
It's only for battle.
Yeah. So as you kind of like peek in, you see that some of the more hunched over figures running back and forth are there. But there are also smaller figures kind of like, you can see them moving on the ground, or some of them are just running. And there appears to be one particular section of, it's not a very large town, in fact it appears to be just a settlement. It's like a collection of people who have like stopped for the day or the night. And you see that like what appears to be a barricade, like a wall sort of formed along one side of the town. And yeah, there you can see a few humanoid figures kind of huddled behind them.
Oh,
Guys, can we
okay,
just...
there, I see a
Shall we?
few. Yeah, I see a few.
Gabriel, don't you want to help them?
I thought we were already running there.
Yeah,
Yes.
So all this is happening while you are all
Yeah.
Can we...
I try and catch the say tap the tail blessing of trickster.
Cool. So you make Shamar and Blessing and Trickster.
Marching order, I'll be the first, the one in front.
I'll be the 4th. No, actually no, I'll be the 3rd. Sorry.
I'm by him.
Second.
I'll be the second last.
I'm with you.
Okay, alright.
So they're like left and right.
Okay.
Okay.
So as you all charge closer to the town, you begin to see more clearly and hear more clearly the sounds coming from town. There are screams, blood-curdling screams of people being torn from limb right in front of you. And you watch as some of the gnolls in front of you. There are only a few, like 4 or 5, but there are hyenas running around as well. And you can see these hunched over, like kind of gross-looking hyena-human hybrids are like biting into the still living bodies and eating them.
Alice, Tamateji, get their attention.
What do you say?
Scream across.
Okay, so super loud doggies over pretty much the entire server. As you go closer, you realize there's only about 5 or 6 huts that have been formed, like temporary huts. 5 or 6 huts. And yeah, instantly, boom, this sound goes over and all the gnolls come turn to look at you and
Well,
you're still charging in, right? And they charge at you as you charge at them.
I wanted to see I want to pass. Oh yay, 2. No! No!
Okay. Top of the round, 20 to 25.
20.
Alright. 15 to 20.
16.
17.
Okay. Okay. 10 to 15. 10.
Okay, who goes worst? Cleric!
4.
8 and 4.
Okay.
No way, did they go worse than me? There's no way.
Okay, that's
Oh my god.
helpful and good.
Okay, so let me just draw.
Thank God I have it.
Can we draw it here? Or is it just?
Oh yeah, sure. So essentially, I mean, let me just draw. I'll just draw here so you can copy it there.
Do we recognize the town or does it
The
is it
second
feel foreign
You don't
for
know
me?
Recognize the what?
Do I recognize the town?
No.
Okay.
So, like a ring of wood, so it's something in the center. Houses. Very well drawn houses actually.
Very good.
Nice.
So the 6 of them are here. General.
It's 3-3.
Roll the board.
We roll the board there.
Oh, this is.
We have magnets.
Oh, yes.
I thought we
Yeah, use it there, use it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I because I.
So he's just doing a rough draw
I
there.
didn't know it. Oh, yeah.
That's a
great.
It's a very tribal type of.
Yes.
The barricade and humanoid figures.
Sorry?
The humanoid figures.
So previously they had formed, like they basically piled up their tables and chairs to form sort of like an area here.
Barricaded.
And you can see like a few of them are kind of like peeking up. They hear the sound, the scream of the doggies, and they like, wait, what?
Doggies!
You can see some of them like holding like makeshift crossbows. One of them is holding like literally like a shovel. Just like,
Oh, villagers.
They're hiding behind.
How many villagers do we roughly see? Or just a
As you're
mess?
running in, as you're running in, you see that you can tell that there are a few here, and on the ground dead are about 5 or 6.
Oh,
5 or
sheesh.
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
one being
well,
torn.
mostly dead. Still
Wait, so
There's
how far away
one
from them?
held by the
Sorry,
leg.
So you're about 30 feet here.
we are about 30 feet from them.
Yeah, and at the start.
Why do I put more
I need visualization for this.
Visualization.
Nebula, you
Visualization.
Blue.
How far away?
Then,
Combat music, let's go!
Villa is
feel like you what usually.
black one, right?
Yeah, I'm white usually.
How many are
Is
there?
the white one?
Four.
Where's the white, is it?
Yeah.
So it's, I'm assuming it's like this,
How many of them are there?
You can see in front of you 5 doors.
Any one different?
5 doors that look the same, and behind them in the shadows of the large
Oh yes.
creature.
Hands free.
Hands
Like that?
Yeah, 30 feet.
What's the larger creature?
Make a perception check. It's kind of half of scale. Half of scale. How it is.
You might want to check them.
It looks like
It's just a block.
okay.
Wait, can I gauge how far the larger creature is from the bigger?
About 20 feet.
About how like? Is there? Do I hear screams from like general area?
No, the thing doesn't feel like something in his mouth.
Oh, that was well, guys.
Are we that far?
No, we are not
I'm
there.
guessing the people are there, right?
Okay, there are also about 5 or 6 hyenas. No, there's one more. No, that's 5. And about 5 or 6 hyenas kind of like yapping around like flies. Yeah, we just put that in a pack, they won't do it. Yeah, it's fine. 2 packs is fine.
2 packs, huh?
Yeah, that works.
Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, they'll split by time.
What?
Oh, nice. Oh,
Okay,
nice.
so
rearranging of the.
top of the round.
Top of the rank.
Gabriel?
Gabriel.
Are you gonna Gabriel?
I mean, now that I know that we can fight this, it's not a big problem.
Beast into the man.
I want to go to the center. Wait, I should go to the center. Yeah, I thought I had reached the guy.
3, 4, 5, 6. You can reach here.
I think.
I think you got range on that,
can attack
right?
here.
Can I leap into there using my and try to intimidate him?
Sure.
Intimidate or just smack down one?
You just like run, you basically jump forward, like, roar.
I pull out because I have to shoot the Pokemon, right? I just slam
He's storing it.
Do I get advantage? Do I get disadvantage?
No, you technically would have disadvantage against them because they are locals and they serve Inobu, who is like the most horrifying thing ever. So
That's an exam.
Nice.
That's a huge 12.
well, okay, so you slam down, roar, and some of the hyenas like
Wait,
you can't go. So the
You're in the
hyenas,
middle.
But I can't reach them,
Is it somewhere around here?
yeah, around there. Yeah, the hyenas kind of step back a bit. They basically turn here and start running in like opposite direction. So previously they're like running circles around the nose, and now they're gonna like opposite and start running backwards. Yeah.
It's
So,
reaction.
Yeah. So they're a bit further away from your party now. And anything else you want to do?
I can't attack, so it's alright.
Okay, cool. Next up, Nebula, what are you doing?
Wait, was that action or bonus action?
I would say that's an action.
Leaping and smashing
Silent
the
image
ground.
to like summon the poker here.
Ooh. So, the rest of you watch as this pretty much the same look
That
over as
ogre.
the one you fought on. Rises. You can't do anything.
I remember.
You can't really do anything, right? So you just
Walk slowly.
wow. So it's like, in almost like Disney animatronic like fashion. Make an intimidation check.
Hey, roll here, please. Everybody roll here.
Oi.
22. Wait, no. Intimidation is what? Intimidation.
So plus 2.
20.
Ready? Alright. So as the ogre kind of like steps forward, this poor pair of hyenas are like, holy shit, and they pretty much just scatter and just like, and you can see them, yeah, so you can see them run off like past the settlement into what is behind them, which is just like grassland. They just run off. Like, yeah. So there was about 3 hyenas and just like disappeared. And they run off. Okay. Next up, do you want to do any more movement?
Wait, by then, the blue one, yeah.
Okay, cool. Fill up.
Alright. I'm over. Telling Alex, you better catch up, Apple.
Wrong person.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Black one.
Yeah, I'm the black one.
Whoa.
It is by choice.
I know, right? I get a good standing one. Standing one,
Can you
2,
reach
3.
I couldn't reach them,
Huh?
even though.
Yeah, that's what you mean. So it's fine.
I think just beside.
Yeah, just beside. Just beside.
No, I mean like, can you reach it?
So,
Can I? Can I touch the green person with my breath weapon?
Yes.
It's 50.
Just about.
You can hit the two of them.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, you can hit the 2 of them.
I proceed to breath weapon.
Okay, so the last green one will have advantage on you because it's like on the edges. Okay, cool.
Wait, the last green one, this one.
Has advantage on his deck
No,
save.
it's one line.
But it's one line. One.
Yeah, it's one line.
But it's at the end of it, so you can see the coming.
Oh my freaking! Are you kidding me?
What?
3, 3, 4.
Will return!
Yeah.
The two of them is like
How much damage?
yapping as the lightning passes through their body.
Nice.
How much damage is that?
7.
7. Alright, so the lightning rips out from Freda's mouth and washes over them. They barely have time to react. Just like what? And all that. Okay, cool. Next up, Kyle. What are you doing?
Okay. Before anything, before anything, I see everyone like going up, right? I just start to go up, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see this far, right? So
Yes.
I can see them, right?
Yes.
So big. Level 2.
Okay.
So,
I thought
no.
Oh, what was that?
Slow.
Web. Web on.
Nice.
Spread the white stuff.
Okay. So it's pretty much all of them.
Spider-Man.
Or 20 feet cube. Yeah. So which one you want to do?
Like here. Wait, sorry.
Draw.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Cube there.
What?
Right.
Does web do?
The 3 of them you watch as like the sticky white substance. Just
Make
like
the next save.
yeah, next save.
DC 4. Yes.
is it a permanent?
Okay, so 2 of them make the save. The red one fails to save. The other one make the save. Yeah.
Okay.
If they make the save, then what?
They are restrained. Make a strength check. Versus spell DC to break free.
So the two that succeeded are
not
and will not become restrained again.
Yeah.
Okay, so the red one is not restrained. The red one is restrained, the other two are fine.
Performance
Kind of like, yeah, the white stuff is not strong enough. And
it is restrained, meaning
Not
everyone
viscous.
has advantage.
You should have done that on the.
okay, so now is are you gonna move or do anything else?
I'm already moving.
Okay, so now
Enemy.
it's the enemy's turn, so they're going first thing first, this guy the enemy. You watch as the man, I mean the creature kind of like behind, like steps out from the shadow of this building next to him. You see it is a gnome, but taller, stronger, and it has like a kind of like cool, kind of like skull cap on top, like not a skull cap but a cap made of a skull.
Cubone.
Yeah, like almost like a cobalt looking skull on top of his head. And like
Cobalt on a knoll.
yeah, it drops the body that he was holding.
Oh, shit.
Of a villager.
Struggling.
Yeah,
This is struggling.
like you can see the villager still alive. He's he just collapses on the ground and he stops moving. This creature walks over. And these five. Fuck! I stabbed myself in the foot.
Are you okay?
Take 1d4 damage. I'm sorry, no,
dude.
Are you okay?
You take 2 damage.
Fuck me, dude.
DM,
Okay,
4 damage.
So these two are gonna instantly try and get out. Can they get help?
Yeah.
Help? Can they get help? The red one.
I'm not sure about help,
Can they
but the red one can try to break.
Okay, the red one will try to break free first. It's a 12, doesn't get out. So it's just still like. But the other 4 are all gonna gang up together and they're gonna charge you.
Hey!
Hey, wrong side. Disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage.
Disadvantage on every.
On the. Wait, what do my other group?
You still have bottom
Wait,
three.
it doesn't
it's fine.
make them brutal.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, wow, so somehow your AC is 18, right?
19.
19. Oh yeah, just nice. One of them hits somehow. The other 3 just like breathe the shit. Yeah. So yeah, they're all stabbing you with their spears. They're like, one of them hits, stabs right through your defenses. 4 of them are surrounding you, so you're just like, okay. So that would be.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah, I think they have pack tactics.
Sorry?
Am I allowed to show your rolls?
I would prefer if you don't. Okay, so that's 9 damage.
He's asking about pack tactics.
No, they don't.
I don't think you will know.
No, as in like
Right.
need to remind Ryan in case they have.
No, they don't.
Wait, when they restrain, they have disadvantage.
They're just.
It's a paralyzed.
Okay,
It's like paralyzed.
cool. What?
No. Restrain. Speed 0 regardless of.
I have it here. Yeah.
Enemies attack have advantage.
Disadvantage on dex saving throws.
Yes. Okay. Okay, use action. Okay, cool. So now the 4 of them have done their attacks on him. They suddenly all like instantly you see the pack, the pack lord behind like get wounds. And the 4 of them, 5 of them, 1 of them trying to all turn towards the next, which is you. Okay, and they don't move. In the meantime, who's up next? Wait, what are you doing?
I pass. Me cast Mind Spike.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
on who?
The big guy.
The big guy?
Big fella. I think a small one smells out.
Okay,
There's no green guy.
Yeah, small one like that.
Okay, I take one. Okay, one of the big guy. Okay. What is it?
My spot guy.
You need to teach me that.
Is this 120 feet? I mean, this is 60 feet.
Yeah, that's around 60 feet. No, actually that's more like 80 feet.
Then you can move further.
Okay, that's excellent.
Okay, that I can see.
Pretty much, yeah, in between the two,
Okay.
the two absolute units.
Then I'll mind spike him, and then I'll mind spike this one closer to me.
Oh, nice. Okay, so
Yes,
sure.
make a intelligence save.
Intelligence save.
15.
I'm not lying about this. You can look at the rolls.
It works.
What the fuck?
First time, net 20 and net 19.
Are you serious?
Yeah, first time I rolled so
Then,
well.
half, right?
Yeah, wait, I don't think any happens.
No, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Yeah.
Nothing can half.
No, nothing happens, nothing happens. So you watch as Rain like lifts his, he uses the power to create two like how's your mind spike look like?
Normally it's invisible like energy.
So it doesn't look like
It doesn't really, you can't really see much. They just like flash much.
yeah. The invisible energy. He watches these two, he does these two motions and nothing happens.
Sumo.
The creature in the distance, no in the distance kind of like. Okay, next. Applesauce.
Calm emotions centered around Gabriel. See if I can hit all 20-foot radius.
Yes.
Probably, but it's remove hostility against who I care about, so you're not exactly hostile to Freela. So it should be a charisma saving throw of 14.
14?
Yeah. No, 13. Sorry. DC 13.
1, 2, 3. 2 succeed, 2 fail.
Okay. So the 2 are not hostile towards Gabriel and.
I think the 2 green ones will be not hostile.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then
towards Gabriel, is it?
No, towards. Wait. I can choose targets or creatures of my choice. So I basically us as a party.
Okay. So
yeah.
All of you are essentially.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. Cool.
And then I circle around. Can I reach the left of Freela or can I only go back?
Yeah, behind you.
Okay, I'm going
You can't go that far.
I'm going to go behind.
Yeah,
around there,
somewhere
yeah.
around there because they got eyes on me. I'm not happy.
the web is no longer there, right?
No, the web is still there.
It's easy difficult.
Yes. Wait.
Is it considered difficult terrain?
Concentration, not difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. So Gabriel, you are next.
You can run through the thing.
Next you got that.
Yeah.
Yes, you can run through the
Run to the big guy.
Okay.
But you get
So you get over here.
Okay, so you get awed by 3 people as you run past.
1, 2, 3 because the 2 green are not hostile to you now.
Are you say that one of them is the one?
Yes, he has.
one. No,
Only
it's
one.
It's only two.
Only
Yeah.
2, okay, can.
The last one is out of range.
1, 2.
You can film this
He finally get good rolls.
Net 20
Wow.
and net 18, so
Oh.
yeah, so that is, but it's their spears one-handed, so it's only D6. That's 4 damage on you. Yeah, only 4. Yeah.
You get poked in the butt as you run
Pretty
off.
much as you run through there.
I try to attack.
Okay, cool.
Speedily, he leaps across as the spears just
Do you
scrape.
want the 17?
No, range 20 then
As you walk closer to him, you see, like, beyond the dripping blood from his mouth and the feral look in his eyes, you almost sense a presence around him, something that's different from other gnomes. And other gnomes just seem to want to tear into things and eat them. But this one seems a lot more mean action. As you run up, you attack.
Flight!
Wait, no.
He's gonna miss this way.
Okay.
Oh shit!
That's right.
Your warhammer just like barely misses and you just like. Right, next is Nebula. Anything else you want to do?
No. Magic missile and shoot. Big guy.
The big line? Okay, big line.
Yes, focus fire.
Wait, who hasn't moved yet? We have just one.
Nebula has a move.
5.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 5 plus
8 damage, alright. So, you watch as the 3 magic missiles just come out and slam into the creature. And as he points towards you, the 4 of them immediately turn and face you.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay.
Oh wait, that means the hostility got directed.
Yes.
Oh, and then my hostility did it. I don't think I could hold it.
My turn? God damn it, Gabriel! Carl! Give him a miracle, man! Wait, what? I command Gabriel to attack him again.
Oh, did I get anything?
Using my die. Can you give him a 70, please?
You know what? Okay. My eyes start lighting up. The 17 just suddenly.
one eye just light up.
17.
Of course I saw it.
Of course.
Okay, cool. How much damage does that do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
You cannot jump off 1,000 feet.
When they get hit, they will break. I think so. It is not protected by the
Eight.
887!
887.
Hey, no! Plus 5!
Yeah, 887
Same plus 28. Just 28 damage slamming down on his face.
Oh my god, does it even crack the skull of the other kobold?
He goes in, the cap on his head just shatters.
What the fuck?
He said,
I believe he
spits blood into your chest.
I believe he has a concussion now.
Bonus action! Please!
You need to use the action later.
Okay.
Yeah. So now
I can use
dripping
it.
all over you. Okay. Cool. Right. Next up.
Wait,
it is-
I'm not done yet. I action search.
Oh, here it comes.
Here comes.
Okay.
Fuck you guys, we're sleeping, we're just burning everything.
Run everything.
God damn it.
we were going to rest.
Yeah. I turn to the red guy. I take my rapier. I give it a good swirl.
With advantage.
Yeah.
That's a good.
17 plus whatever.
Yeah, 70 plus whatever.
Hits.
They no longer have calm emotions because they saw their friend get hurt. So that breaks that.
Okay.
That's a 8 plus 4, 12.
Alright. Cool. So as your rapier stabs into the way his neck, his chest.
Just his chest.
Okay, it's like he's on the ground, he's like start webbing right through. You see some webbing around his chest start to stain
There.
dark red. Alright, next up, who is Carl? What are you doing?
At this point, seeing that my friends are starting to attack people, I move a bit. I move like around here,
Okay.
Chris.
Okay, cool. Yes. 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
Total bit. Chris is 10 square foot.
Yeah, that's
So it's just 4.
Nice.
DC is 14, right?
Yes.
2 of them succeed, 2 fail.
Okay.
So the green one succeed, but let's say whatever.
Okay. What's your
Green one get their time to shine.
Please, green, please.
Everyone has advantage on the melee attacks.
So the 2 of them kind of like collapse on the ground, like, and as they fall down, you see they're still dead focused on it. Okay,
Enemy turn.
You might want to move.
Enemy turn.
enemy's turn. So, you watch as the large fellow removes what appears to be a huge, like, 2-handed weapon with a massive blade at the end. I don't know if you see
The
some
wall,
of
the
this.
2 hands.
Make a history check, you see if you know what this is.
19 minus.
Okay, yeah, you've seen this before. It is a glaive and it is massive. And he swings it
Wait, before you roll.
Yes.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm dying.
Okay, cancel.
Swings it once and then down on your head.
Ooh.
So it's a multi attack.
Multi attack. 2 or 3.
Fair enough.
You should go something like
Gonna die. They have saving throw 3.
The first one you deflect with your shield. The second one collapses on your helmet. You take
About 19.
Everyone, this is what you call a concussion.
there's 9 damage. Onto your head.
He's fine.
And then he's going to turn to his creatures and like yell something at them. You don't know what it's doing.
Did they redirect their attention or they're still on the below?
It still seems to be deadly focused on the wizard. Alright, then wait, it's your turn, huh?
I just realized.
Yes.
Hyena's not moving.
Oh, you forgot about hyenas. They're useless anyway, they're just meant for hyenas.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. In the heat of the
hyenas.
battle, they just run. Fuck it. They just-
I'm sorry, but
They're damn useless, yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize they were.
So the first red guy is going to try and get out of his web. Oh, that's a 19.
Oh.
Okay.
And he's like standing right in front of Villa.
Is he gonna run?
Okay, he is not going to run. He is going to run past you.
Then there's OA.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But your reaction can only OA once.
But you will be
Can you help me
just
move all of them? No, the 3, 30 feet. Like from there. Yeah. The 2 of them 30 feet.
About here, right?
Yeah. And then the red one, yeah, just leave it.
No, that's a 2 from the OA.
Okay.
So in his surprise, it was just like.
Yeah, okay, then the 2 of them are going to make attacks. Same throw. One got 2, one got 17. So the red one gets up. He runs out. as far as you can go.
Is it like half?
Half movement to get
Oh,
out.
yeah, half movement get up. Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Around that. Yeah. That
I'm
works.
assuming 30 feet.
Yes, that works. Okay, the blue one's still stuck there. And they're rushing, they're basically like diving in. Okay. Okay. That is all. Red, what are you?
My turn. Okay. I'll change one's level 1 spell slot to Swarm Horn of Magic.
Okay.
And then I'll 3-cast Phantasmal Force.
Alright.
One onto the leader.
Okay.
And one onto the
Make
a wisdom saving throw.
Forcing the DM to make the roll.
Phantasmal, sorry.
If this doesn't define my life, I don't know what else.
You may film this. One net 20.
So I would say if this guy got the net 20,
Use average
and the other one,
The green one.
yeah. So what happens?
Okay, so similar thing lah, like freaking like horse slither up to him, like that.
Okay, and grab
And push that, and then just grab him.
Okay, so you watch as they're running, right? Then suddenly one of them just stops. But the rest of you see nothing. Just like he's like struggling against something. Like, okay, cool.
One d6 damage.
1d6, right?
Oh my god.
on your turn.
Yeah, 6 damage. Alright.
Nice.
Effectiveness.
Okay, so right. Anything else you want to do? Movement? No. Okay.
You sure you don't want to move?
Applesauce, you're next.
I move.
Charisma saving throws on 1, 2, 3 Bane.
Time to break.
18, 13.
Yes.
Okay, DC 13, one succeeds.
Okay.
Which one are you trying to?
1, 2, 3. This one is the one that got Phantasmal Force,
the
right?
furthest forward one succeeds.
Okay,
because
can.
I rolled in order. Okay.
So now they have subtract 1d4.
Okay, remind me about it.
I will roll for them.
Yeah,
in
sure.
case.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I just tag close to Frila.
Okay, cool. Gabriel?
Gabriel?
Your turn.
I roll the next.
I rolled on that. I rolled on that.
He's holding the glaive, right?
Yeah.
So he just smashed down for you.
Yeah.
So I kind of go underneath and try to aim for his opponent.
Upwards!
Oh.
Hammer.
With a warhammer.
11 plus.
Yeah, the whatever. 17.
That hits. Warhammer roll damage.
Would you like to smite?
That's fine.
Show of force. Show of force.
16 plus 5.
16 plus 5. Hold on. 16 plus 3.
Bring the pain. Bring the pain.
16 plus 3. 19.
Okay, how do you want to do this to his balls?
You have a hammer. Use it.
Because I like, he stands up, okay, I just duck and you just shoot my entire body.
Because as you go closer, you realize he is actually not wearing any pants. He's wearing like a loincloth. So it's a very open target for you. You just basically just cleave out his entire pelvic area.
The whole hip bone is just
You watch
shattered.
as his eyes bulge, his mouth like it just collapses on his head.
With no lower body left.
Yeah, there's no, he still has his legs, but there's a cavity around his
That's one way to get out. That's one way to get out of Ghost.
Yeah, so he's like twitching on the ground, and at this very moment when you see that, you see the other dolls, the creatures, the moment they hear their leader go down there, and suddenly all of them try as they get up and they start to run. And as they're running on the way out, they're going to pick up as many of the bodies, villager bodies. I would say there are about 2 or 3 in the way.
Whatever track they're going to do subtract because Bane.
No, they're just picking it up and running.
Quick question. Do any of us can any of us react to this?
OA.
Whoever is close enough to them can hold
Can
it.
I see? Not OA.
You have no reaction spells, so
Frila can probably OA because some of the bodies are here, right?
no.
they're just running
Oh, they're just running
Yeah,
that way.
So basically they're just running the hell.
I think Nebulo has like a punch and
So
that's
as
it.
you're going through, right, you can OA one of them if you wish, like to knock one of the bodies out. Yeah, fine. With your arcane focus.
No.
9. So you watch, the rest of you watch helplessly as the creatures like pick up the bodies from the ground, just like they're like desperately running. The 4 of them just like run off. If you want to give chase, you could.
I cut the ethereal energy because out of range from our veins.
The plane just disappears and they're running. So right now, they're just running.
Stop. That's fine. That's fine.
Are we allowed to do anything
It's
now?
enough.
Now that they've finished their turn, so they are all like slightly off the board at this point.
Is that one guy still Phantasmal Force?
Oh yeah, he's still.
Yeah.
Does he need to make a check?
He needs to investigation check.
Minus 3.
Okay. So he's still there. He's just like.
He's still alive.
Yeah. So the rest of them all run.
Trample over.
The guy with the grease needs to try and run as well.
Can you put them down?
There's one Phantasmal Force guy.
Can you
No,
put
not this one.
The blue guy makes it. He rolled 17.
Okay,
So then
where's he running?
He's dashing.
He's dashing.
Yeah. So he's.
He's next to the Phantasmal Force guy.
Can someone hold on the Phantasmal Force guy? I'll try and mind spike the rest.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
So that's enemy's turn, is it? I don't know. It's out of order already. Let's just do something.
I got
It's still in order. It's still in order. So just now it's Gabriel, so Nebula. What are you doing?
I make my ogre like come in front of them.
Okay. Oh, how far can? Oh yeah, you can just recasting is it?
No, you can just like change your position.
Oh, serious?
Like,
How far?
Okay. How far?
Within anywhere within range.
Oh, nice. Okay. So technically up to 100.
You have a teleporting ogre. You have a teleporting ogre.
Push up on the ground.
Okay, cool. How much?
Intimidation check, I guess?
Yeah, intimidation.
Is it intimidation?
Yes, intimidation.
Yes.
You try to stop them.
Yeah.
15 plus?
15 plus 2 and 17.
Well, yes,
Wow.
it does manage to stop them for a bit, but you can see the pure terror in their eyes, and they do not get it, can't push through. But I would say they are slowed slightly for the next round also. So they slow half their speed for the next round, but they're dashing. Okay, cool. Next up, we have Thriller. What are you doing? You're quite far away from the battle. I mean, from the chase.
I can't double dash and grab the green guy. I can't dash and then.
Dash and leap on the guy.
You can dash and use your momentum to just like land on him. If you want to.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. There's this like this thing can just like collapses on top of the guy. So he's like. So right now what this guy feels, what he sees is this darkness around him. And then suddenly out of the darkness like light, a blinding flash of purple light slams. He's just like on the ground. He's gonna take a bit of damage. Roll d6.
No.
D6. Alright. Bludgeoning.
One
I think 1d6 on your turn also.
Yeah.
So he collapses, takes a bit of damage, and he's now like slightly crushed under your weight. Okay.
I think I got him, guys.
You're just like T-posing on him. Alright, cool. Next up, yes, is Carl. What are you doing?
I literally scream. I scream, you're not getting away. I move as far as possible.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
4 please. 4 please. Stop please. 4 please. Wait, one by one. Roll. Yeah.
Because one of them is going to be a tree.
14 for the green one.
Okay. DC 14.
16 for the second one.
Wait.
Last one, tree.
8 for the third one.
Okay. 2 saves, 1 down.
One down. Yep. And the other two are fine, right? Yeah. Okay. You didn't replace it. Okay, cool. Right.
I wanted to, but
Anything else you want to do?
I flipped the ball.
Okay.
Yeah, I
cool.
can't because 30,
Right.
30.
On their turn, the two of them are just gonna run 30 feet as fast as they can.
They're going to go through the ogre?
Yeah. As they go through, it disappears and they're like, and they just continue running. Right.
They have bodies
The
on them.
blue guy is gonna run as well.
You're T-posing on the floor.
I'm on the floor.
You can still
Yeah, you can still OA.
Really weird OA, but
Yeah, it
Maybe you're
mimics.
trying to trip him, but yeah, it makes sense. So yeah.
Fine.
So he's gonna run as far as he can, which is past 60 feet.
Is it going into the grease?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Oh. Whoops.
that's not very
Does
wise.
that succeed?
DC 14.
Yeah.
So as he goes past, he's going to he's going to stab
30
his,
feet, so I
his
cannot.
claws into the back of the flailing guy with advantage.
It's going to
Is he
miss.
dead?
Yeah, easily. So because the guy's been hit multiple times, so like he just stabs into him. The more like falling, flailing on the ground, just like dead.
Did the blue one manage to escape?
The blue one is going to.
they're like far.
The blue one can make 15 extra feet.
So he's about here.
No. So he reached there, and then 15 extra feet from there.
Basically-
Oh yeah. Because when he kill, he gets bonus movement.
Yep. So now, as you look around, there's a few dead gnolls around,
And one no that we are T-posing.
one gnoll which is like dead on the ground.
Rain, time to roll for your
Rain. Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta run for your 1d6.
Okay, cool. And then now it's wait.
3 dice. I roll for my damage.
You can turn it off.
5.
5 psychic.
Turn it
I
off.
drop my decimal.
Okay.
Then how far are they?
They are about from you.
Yeah.
Jesus. 200 feet maybe.
Who is Jesus? Only tier.
This year. No, probably 180 feet. Yeah. Yeah.
If I dash,
If you dash, then you can use that.
Feline agility.
Yeah, you can use Feline Agility.
yeah, but I only can cast 60 feet, so it's too far.
You can just invoke Feline Agility.
Hey, babe, living there.
So,
Invoke the kidney.
I really want Mind Fight them to know where the nest is or something, but
You are T-posing on one.
is that guy? No, but I Mind Fight later he died.
you don't know. He's under you.
Can you feel the movement?
He's struggling a little.
Okay, he's alive, guys.
He's alive.
Please don't kill him.
What are you doing? Nothing.
I can't. I chase after them. They'll be like, even my feline agility.
I can give the ball. One of them.
No, but they can't fly.
No. What's your next back range? 60. Oh, that's
Yeah, so I don't think.
Okay,
But
Cool.
it's fine.
yeah,
So, we're done.
I mean, if I
Episodes, end of the round, anything you want to do?
Kind of curiously walk up and see what is underneath Freela.
Okay.
Yeah.
It appears to be a twitch
Dash.
mass of
It's like cast.
No, I dashed. I can't cast.
Can you prepare a rope at least?
So, as the din of battle dies down, and you hear,
Oh yeah, the villagers.
yeah, and you hear above the sounds of the clashing of swords and the screaming of hyenas, you hear now a much more disturbing sound, the sound of moaning and just pain. You hear like coming from pretty much all around. So as you look around, you see 5 or 6 people on the ground, some of which are not moving, some of which are still twitching slightly. And from behind this barricade, a few heads pop out, 3 or 4.
How close is the fire to the barricade?
Fire. So around that's the area where they put out the fire already. The rest of it is still kind of like
Still on fire.
flames, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Right. So
I do press
as
Control frames.
so as the 3
Oh no, I don't have that.
figures step out from behind the barricade. Who goes there?
ML?
Wait,
Uh, I rush and look for anything that has any like life force and try and cast healing word on like whichever is. How many are twitching?
I would say of the 6 or 7 bodies on the ground, 2 or 3 are
Two.
twitching. Yeah.
I'll cast a healing word on.
Okay, but they will have lifelong injuries because, for example, one.
Yeah,
does not have enough.
I'm looking for the more healthy ones. No, actually,
They're
they are
all,
shit.
most of them have been torn like to shreds.
I like flip the coin for each one.
No,
I
no,
mean, like, you fight these.
no.
So
three,
you're not-
three healing words. They are lifelong injuries, but they are like just gonna suffer. Doesn't matter. Just 3 healing words on each of them. Healing words.
On who?
The 3
The 3
twitching.
who are still alive.
Yeah, sort
Okay.
of. 1 plus like
He's good.
3.
This guy
Yeah. So like bunch of health.
Yeah.
7 for that one and like no 6 4. Yeah.
Okay.
6 6 4.
Is there any more
Any more?
of the wounded people?
As you look around, you see those that Applesauce has gone to are the ones who appear to be wounded. The rest are way beyond. Like you can't even see.
Wounded square.
Some of them don't have faces anymore. Some of them have been torn like in half. You can see the carnage caused by these ones.
For the knoll, no, sorry,
Under
for,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you stood up?
I have not stood up, but I
Okay.
would like to take a rope down and try to tie him
You
up.
want to help with that?
At this point, I start casting comprehend language system.
Okay. Cool.
It's still speaking, right?
No,
No, it's
at
squirming.
this point he is not moving.
Oh, never mind.
So you can't.
No, as in like it was under you for like a few minutes, right? Yeah, it's not moving.
God damn it! God damn it!
A few minutes.
Well, I go
You
check.
don't know if it's dead.
Okay, I still tie him up.
Okay. As you roll over, it's like.
He's
And as
dead.
you tie it up, you do sense a bit of a low breath, kind of like very weak. Imagine an unconscious PC. That's what.
Yeah.
He is it is unconscious. Yeah. So it's just like lying there in the dirt.
Why don't you heal him and mind fight him? And we send him back to his nest.
All healing words are off, and most I
Okay,
can spare
how
the
about-
dying. At most we can bring him back from the brink.
I go to the village, ask if there anybody else still.
So actually, sorry, while this is going on, the three of the people behind the barricade step out. You see that two of them appear to be decked up in kind of makeshift guard armor, kind of like wooden shield.
Any insignia?
No, kind of wooden shield and dressed in simple tunic with like some leather armor strips, kind of like covered over. Two of them, one there's holding like a bow, a crossbow. The other one's holding a sword, and the third guy is holding a shovel. And as he walks up, they walk up to the six of you. The guy with the shovel is like, thanks a lot.
Come out.
So, are you all that's left?
Are you all that's left? As he said.
Yeah.
He asked.
At this point, he looks kind of like crestfallen. He's like, ah.
And is it okay if they still keep burning?
Yeah, I think we should take out the fire.
Yeah.
What's the point?
It's gonna spread.
I run up towards the hill. Do I see any ribbon nearby?
It's okay.
I like get out of the conversation. Run up the hill.
No, you do not. It appears to be hills and then forest to the left and hills and forest to your
If
right.
only I had control right now.
So, with the fire kind of like flickering in the flames flickering in the background, the man in front of you can see at this point he's got a suit covering his face, blood rivets running down his neck. As you look, you see his ears being chewed off, and yeah, you can't really tell what he looks like. Okay, some of the face clears away a little bit.
Can we now see what he looks like?
Yeah, I mean he looks kind of like
He looks like Sean
he looks kind of like farmer-ish, very square head, snub nose.
Human, right?
Yes.
Yes. Just making sure.
I mean, just really. This one he just starts laughing. He's like,
Are you crying?
Alright. Listen, let's bring these people back.
To their houses.
No. away from the village and take like
this isn't a village.
There's a settlement.
a settlement. Yes.
Look, I really appreciate you helping us out, but you've doomed me.
For what?
From what?
Doomed all of us.
Why?
You should have just let us die.
You should be appreciate that we saved
Wait,
you.
sorry.
Obviously, I'm appreciative.
No, what do you mean by that? Explain.
These things never stop.
These things never stop. What do you mean?
They keep coming and coming. They chase us, they kill us, they take us away, they eat us in front of our friends, our family.
What? Wait. Why don't you go to Lakeshore and ask for help? It's just one. Just to confirm. It's just one day walk. One day road.
It's not
How
about
many times have you all been attacked?
It's not just us.
not just you.
And for your question about Lakeshore, my family and I don't trust these places. Weird magics around there.
Wait, sorry. So you can at least know his name.
Names.
Random names.
I also don't care about giving you a name as well.
Because they're going to kill themselves.
Pretty bad
Please don't
situation.
kill yourself.
Because they're so depressed.
Okay. Was he setting up camp there?
My name's Ander. A-N-E.
Can you at least tell us like companion us? Like how many times have you come? How much damage have you caused?
We've been on the road for
You've been on your own.
we've been on the road for weeks, months.
And they've been chasing you.
It's terrifying. They don't stop. We kill, we knock one of them down, and their friends just come and attack their own and chase us. It's insane.
Where are you from? You say you've been on the road.
Yes, we were from outside of Northrend. We were just a group of farmers, gypsies, wanted to.
And the North Front guard left you alone.
Well, You speak as if they care about those that live outside the cities.
No, they don't.
Well, can you at least tell us more? Whatever you know will be probably.
What do I know? I know my wife is dead. I know my 2 children are dead. I know my mother
Very good.
is dead. In fact, the very body you're standing over now, torn in two, is that of my father. I'm in no mood to speak to you.
Listen, how about we take a rest? Right, we can rest with us. At the very least, the remains of those who ran away, you know, they will think twice to attack you all for the night.
When we left Northfront, there were 50 of us. Now there are 3.
6.
No. 3 who are healthy. You see, these things, they smell blood from afar. They come for those who are hurt. We had to leave some behind just to keep them off our scent.
It's just a taste for the way it's still works.
Isn't it in between 2 difficult choices? Strange magic and noise?
One kills
Strange magic doesn't kill.
And let's just take a rest first. Let's just.
I know you're not long with us. At this point, can I like survey the houses? Do they still have roofs?
No, it's put up because it burned down entirely. Which is why the fire died. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's all burnt.
Oh yeah,
So
it
when-
smells like shit.
And in fact, as you look in US, these are not really houses, more like temporary tents meant to be set up as like you stay for. You know,
Campground lah.
like it's a campground that's meant to be semi-permanent. If that makes sense. Yeah.
So the rest of the thing are still burning, or
At this point, actually, a lot of that has died down a little bit. So none of the places look really nice to stay in particular. Well, that and the fact that whenever you go close, you begin to smell the burnt flesh. So
Even then.
yeah, I know, but
yeah.
Let's get out of here.
you're welcome to kind of stay with us.
Look, I'm sorry if I was. Yeah.
It's fine. Please, take the night with us.
No, it's fine. I'll stay here. Just
We should go.
you lot make good work of those creatures. If you kill them, should you come back and tell me?
Sure.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you know where they came from? West, east, south, or did they just sort of
They've been chased.
They've been
they've been chasing you from the front? I'm assuming
they came from the north.
They came from. That's information.
Right. Seems that we should expect more while we're building up now.
Oh, more. Look, when we started, I said we had 50. They had over 100.
It's fine.
Just a quick question. How many of that size, and I point to the one with the basically the bigger, chunk taken out of its body. How many big ones were there?
Oh, those are the leaders. So you can do strange things with your friends. Common friends.
There were more than one.
Well, yes, of course. And there are bigger ones too, but I've only seen one of those. But no matter. Where are you lot headed?
Up north.
Up north? To
Not
kill-
right.
Are you going to kill these things?
If they come into our way.
Yes, definitely.
He kind of turns to his 2 guards, whispers in. They're basically talking to each other.
I go and burn the bodies there.
You go and burn them, okay. I throw them.
There are still fires there.
There's one that's like kind of like embers burning down, but the rest of them are fine.
Lucky there's no grave burning.
So, after a while, he stops, turns around. There is a man in Northern. They call him the king. He's not the king, obviously.
Not the actual.
Oh no, he's far from king, but he has been asking for men to help deal with this infestation. You lot are clearly talented in that respect. So if you wish to do more from these things, do more against these things, feel free to look for him. Oh, you find him in fact. That's why he has like rise on his feeling he find you first.
What do we call him? King?
Your Majesty probably. I don't know.
They are not mole hunters.
Alright.
So I guess the king want evidence. Walk over to someone who knows and start cutting out ears.
Okay.
Damn it.
Sure.
I continue burning your bodies, giving them final rights.
You need help?
What are you saying? Like, are you chanting one of the chants that will talk to you?
Yes.
So as you chant and you roll the things into the flame, the smell, normally sweet burning smell, kind of like morphs to something more mellow as it blows past you. Only to you. And for the rest of you, what are you doing?
Just to check first, two things. What's the no tied up on me doing?
He's still unconscious.
Okay, he's still on me.
Yeah.
Second thing, I would like to go up to the main board, the big boss body,
Okay.
and
Steal the glyph.
do
An investigation.
no, I would
Do
like
the do.
Do the do.
yeah, just check what equipment he has.
Steal the glyph.
Equipment.
Is there anything interesting on him other than the glaive?
So, as you look at him,
Gone
I would
with
like
his
to
body.
use the body basically as what is it?
so you're make an investigation check.
It's not just the looting. I just want to know what's
Yes,
on him.
yes,
Oh my
I
gosh, I have everything better.
Nice.
It's a 4.
Oh, damn it. I couldn't give
A tree.
So you see kind of stretch over his body and in fact pierce through a lot of his skin are a bunch of trinkets, almost like small like pieces of glass, rings, kind of like the glass is just stabbed into his skin. There are like rings where like they just pinch into his flesh, kind of all over his body. What's left?
Like piercing kind of ring.
Ultimate golf.
Yes, just pretty much piercings all over his body and when you see some of the armor that he's wearing, right, isn't actually the armor that he put on. It seems to have been like kind of like the plates have been stabbed into his body,
Stabbed on and held together
and
like
kind of like stitched
flesh.
into his flesh to hold them in place. Yeah, and as you go closer, you see like actually like it's kind of filled with pus and
Yeah,
flies,
flies, caves.
flying a lot. Yeah.
from the knowledge from the manual that
Yes.
what sort of places do these mostly? What kind of places like hills, caves?
You know that. Okay, it was a pretty like simple bestiary, but it doesn't really tell you about their society or what they do. But in general, you know that they live in kind of cave structures that are quite cavernous. If that makes sense, like large cave structures, and they tend to act in what they call war bands. So when a no party goes on a war band, it is in the hundreds. And they sweep across countryside, killing hundreds and thousands.
At this point, I would like to ask the guy
And
any caves near around the front?
well, there are some hills further north, but no one ever goes there to be honest. It's kind of, out the way.
Most might be coming from hills.
Yeah.
Any, like I said, caverns, caves.
Oh yeah, I mean there are hills with
Oh,
connections.
sorry. Then most might be coming from. I'm not sure. Wait.
One part has been
Do I know how they reproduce?
How they reproduce?
They reproduce sexually.
I mean the guy who wrote the thing did not go and try to assimilate into no culture. He just like looked from afar and ran when they came for him. Pretty much.
Was that sound? A sound of a howl.
There's just some random
Yeah,
stuff.
they're still, it's just the music, true. Yeah. No, the dude is still like
How many years do I have?
Years? You have
Hey, at least you missed one.
6 years. 3 years. Yeah.
I'll take the weapon.
Alright, cool. The glaive is it?
Years.
Okay, it's pretty heavy.
Sweet.
And actually, on him there's also a longbow if you wish.
I'm
longbow.
taking.
You're just taking everything.
Can I look around all the burns sides? Do I see?
You also find 10 gold pieces scattered
Sweet.
in the pouch of his body. Yeah.
Can I go around like the different burnt down structures? See anything salvageable?
Okay. As you go through, you find surprisingly no. What? So these are clearly people who have like been on the run for a while. They've been amassing their material. So you find a lot of like chests with like burnt food stuff inside. And in one particular chest, you find a pouch that contains, like, as you listen up, chung chung chung, quite a large amount of gold. Yeah. And I mean, not gold, quite a large amount of coins. Yeah. And then as you go further around, you do find like more and more like on the ground, kind of just scattered about. It's as if the gnomes don't really care about these things. They just want to eat. So yeah, they don't care about the money. They just come in, kill.
I like how he tossed like at least 15 silver into the fire as well, just on the bodies.
Oh yeah. While you turn the bodies, okay, cool. So in total, you got about 5 gold pieces, 70 silver pieces, and
Scrounger.
125 bronze.
Return it to the guy.
I mean, yeah, copper or whatever. Alright. Where are you guys bedding down for the night?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll just say meta-wise, right? These are not normally quite materialistic.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm just looking around for mostly trinkets.
Yeah.
You guys have got
All glass
Yeah, but you
shards
don't know
on
what
him.
you did.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, we can always go out of this settlement and
Yeah.
camp, like,
Near the road, please.
yeah, nearer to the road. Wait, at this point, right, I never asked this. Are we like hidden in a forest or what?
No,
We're in
on
a plains,
plains,
right? How far from the forest are?
That would be about.
No.
That would
There are
be
a lot of
about
creatures there.
an hour or two walk.
Okay, we try to go as far away from the forest as possible.
Hauling our knoll friend.
Actually, the furthest you can get from like is literally on the road, like
Yeah.
near the roadside.
So the forest is near the road.
No. As in the furthest from the forest is near the roadside.
Okay,
So
yeah.
like the forest is like far down. Like imagine like the plain area is where they build the road.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
We have a
we
knoll
can always
friend. Like I point to the wrapped up knoll. We have no friend.
And at this point, as you say that, you hear like as the gnoll kind of like vomits awake. He doesn't like open his eyes. He just like vomits as a matter of him waking up.
Mutually class comprehend.
Yeah, I remember. Yes. So you can comprehend what he's saying right now.
Yeah. Like this.
He is saying.
He's barfing.
Now, first of all, yes, he's barfing. Like he's on your back, like
Barfing.
facing you or the other way. Okay. He's barfing over his own like chest.
Especially because he's like arched backwards now.
Filthy infidelis.
You just say that.
Infidels. Yeah,
You can't even talk to me.
No, that's what you're hearing. The rest of you hear like just gibberish. Okay.
Does he talk more?
Let me go.
It seems like a standard process.
Why does it sound so familiar?
Sounds like
No, it's like just from the body action we all like, yeah, this feels familiar.
What?
Hey Kyle, does the gnoll understand common tongue?
You can certainly try this.
Hey! Just hear at it.
He tells you. He's not saying anything. He's just biting.
Do you understand us? I'm just gonna say no. Do you understand us? Nothing?
Nope.
Yep.
I changed my language.
You can.
Yeah.
I changed
What
my
you gonna
language
speak?
to Dwarvish. Do you understand us?
Oh, this is weird.
At this point, he's like straining against. He's gonna make a strength check to try and break out.
It's just fighting against me, is it?
No.
Same thing, guys.
But you have advantage because he's tied up.
Right, tied up on your
He
back.
has advantage. He's fine. Okay, doesn't matter. How about you?
8 plus 4.
12.
Yeah, that works. You got 11. So he's like,
Wow.
Just on the last.
yeah, clearly has no idea. Like he can see at this point, he's like opening his eyes, so he can see there's a bunch of shadows looking around him. Oh, by the way, there's three of them: the two guards, and
the one guy.
They have kind of appeared to have like just went behind this thing and they like set up a small tent. Yeah. So at this point, he looks the Gnoll looks around. He sees like these 6 figures kind of like just poking at it and saying in like,
Weird tongues.
Yeah, just weird things to it. Like,
Now, what was the plan we had just now? Heal him and what?
And mind spy him and I release it.
Oh.
So I'll know where the mess is.
Oh, my spot actually
Does that?
does do that.
Is he healthy enough?
I don't know
How much damage does it?
a lot of damage.
Can you tell me how long my spike lasts?
Quite long. For 1 hour. I think that's more than enough for you to travel.
How about we do this in the morning instead?
Yeah.
How about we do this? No.
With a tied up Gnoll as our bedmate?
Yeah.
But
Sorry, what? Who cursed you?
I can give you 20 HP now and then you just mind spike it.
alright, let's do it.
In the morning we have fresh spell slots.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
let me just ask. Is it in your oath that doesn't allow you to heal a Gnoll or something?
I think I can heal the Gnoll.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for the entire purpose of removing more evil from the world. So
Okay, fair enough.
Oh.
that's why the slave. I couldn't do anything about the slave also. Later I'll discuss it.
Oh.
Pay attention to my TED talk later.
Gabriel gives a TED talk.
Horses. Very nice.
Wait, what you are doing? Wait, what?
JRH and
Okay, so I just
You lasted 20.
I don't touch his face because he point at me. So I can't like he's tied up, right? So I can't touch between the ropes. And then like
as you touch, right, he just like
I just
makes a
just
desperate attempt to try and break out. Oh my god, that's
Go.
Doesn't matter.
and then I
Regardless
heal
of
him
how
for 20.
Plus here 20.
And then
as like he's weakened, kind of like vomiting body, he's like he's
Surprisingly
gonna try and break out
strong.
again. Make a strength contest.
This can't be anyone.
21.
Okay, fine. You're just like holding on.
He's healthy now, yes?
Yeah, so he's really healthy.
Go.
strong.
okay, then I just hold my yarn and just like focus on him.
Before you roll the save, right? What's the save?
15.
No, what's your wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Basically, he's got bottom of 4 on the saving throw.
Cool.
Okay, let me see how much damage.
So, so as Carl kind of like puts his other four on this Gnoll creature.
Okay, not a lot of damage. So he take like 7 damage.
7 damage.
Alright.
Alright.
That's good.
You can release him now. You can release him now.
Oh, okay.
Trust us.
Take my rapier, just.
I also pull out the
Oh, okay, just
Just
untie.
untie. You can release him now.
Untie. Making sure he doesn't touch any of my weapons. I learn.
So
Flick him
you
off the-
are going to just
Release him.
let him go.
Wait, you all asked me to untie, right?
So as you
Okay.
untie the rope, it turns towards you who has just let go of him. And it just like makes a scratch at you.
Ouch.
Let's say 17 doesn't hit.
No, AC 18.
My helmet protect.
Huge armor.
I immediately him run.
No, at this point he's like backing off it.
So like, go!
He looks
Shoo!
down. He looks down on the ground. He picks up the half body of Ender's mother. And
I wasn't done burning.
yeah, going down with that. So he picks up that one and he just turns and
I'll shoulder ram him to
hits for the hills.
I guess I burned the other
Ah
half.
shit.
Well,
God.
Alright, you.
Yeah,
So right now
I know where he is.
you have a mental image of him kind of like just running, and he appears to be making somewhat of a detour, and he's going out. He's making a turn essentially, and you see that you feel that he's actually heading towards that forest.
What's the
area.
range on your mind spike?
So you can know wherever he goes. Yeah.
for 1 hour.
So long as he's on the same plane, I think.
Yeah. That's
So
not,
long as he's on the same plane, runs out the planes into the forest. Okay, you don't know where he is.
To the bay while you go.
And this point, if you
So-
would like to survey, like just survey around.
You're all still within the
The campground.
campground. Okay. So she is surveying, you watch as the gnoll basically just runs towards the forest.
okay.
In the same direction as where the others ran.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Kiki, make a perception check. What are you trying to look for actually? Anything just a general? Okay.
The general service suspicious. There's a 2. 2 plus something, doesn't matter.
She sees. Yeah.
She sees. Why?
She sees.
Alright.
You see why useless today?
No, she looks around. I mean, she does see the flames from below, but nothing much extra. Yeah, it seems fine all around.
Alright, I think we can all agree that
Oh
was.
yeah, I have advantage on sight.
Oh yeah, true, correct.
Thanks for. That's an 11 plus.
No wait,
3.
As you look around, you see that there doesn't appear to be any sort of movement or motion
Nothing.
as far as the owl's eye goes. Yeah.
Alright.
I think first watch to burn the bodies. You guys can go and rest.
Thank you, Gabriel.
We are sleeping here.
We
I
have.
go sit there, then I point to the rest forest.
Oh, they still take half
Definitely
damage.
not.
Oh, they do take half damage.
What?
Yeah. No, if you fail, you still take half damage.
Doesn't matter.
No matter whatever, that's also
We. That's. It's. I think it's still okay. Is the smell getting to you all? If not, we
that
kind
chat
of.
is.
We can kind of accompany these poor lads.
So this is actually the road is here.
Yeah.
So it's about like 20
Just
meters.
trudge off a bit of a
Yeah, so you
distance
could come
away,
up, like, right next
so
to
that
the-
you are away from the wind blowing direction, and then
There's not much wind at
Yeah.
this point, but
so that the smell
And then
doesn't
we'll
carry.
just rest up and
out here. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So as you're setting up camp,
We're gonna keep
who I need we're not gonna care about who's doing what watch. It doesn't really matter. Obviously, but as your camp goes down, you set up your bedrolls, you go to
just
sleep,
create vampire, just keep us warm.
and in the 1 hour before all of you are going to rest, the last 1 hour, right?
Yeah.
In that final 1 hour, just before it disappears, you see him stop about 100 meters into the forest. He appears to be underground.
Okay.
Wait, he's underground.
In the forest. Underground.
So yeah, basically what you watch is
Anything he did, or
he stopped for a bit before he went down. A little bit. That's about it. So pretty much all the way he was just running. Then he stopped for a little bit, went down, and then stopped. And then he disappears. Okay? Right. Cool.
No doubt.
Right. And so, as the 6 of you bed down for the night, whoever's doing your watch, it's fine. I believe you do not encounter anything in the night, probably due to the fact of the horrific smell of burnt flesh that's like surrounding this entire area. So it kind of helps keep away the beasts. So yeah.
So in
You
the
can all
future,
take
when
your
you
long
sleep, you all
rest.
need a lot of people.
And it's at this point where we also all take our short rest,
Short rest.
What's all of it?
1
Except-
hour.
except Alex.
Oh,
The rest of you can go take your rest.
Oh,
fudge me.
personal.
Solo.
Okay, solo.
okay.
Total bit.
Sayonara.
Why go buy coin?
Wait, can I just roll my
10
token
minutes.
up?
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
How that can I like summon my familiar?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, sure. What form do you want to write in?
Red.
It is a familiar called Red.
Oh, the familiar who is a small owl.
That is 7 plus 10 14.
7 and 14.
Yeah, not good.
Not bad.
Not good enough.
Force failure or something.
I can force it now.
Or success on certain things.
Not good enough.
Force failure.
suddenly you feel, as the rest of them fall asleep, you feel a presence standing next to you. And you turn around.
Turn around on the bedroll, just
As you turn around, as you lift your head, not a presence, but rather the person standing next to you. Someone you've never seen before. Almost haggard looking elderly lady. She's kind of dressed in simple tunic, actually very similar to what you're wearing. And looks very much real. And she turns to you. Hi. You know me? Is it? It's not your grandma.
Not exactly, but you feel somewhat familiar.
Oh, strangers practicing my human forms. So, my child, you know who I am, right?
Yes.
Okay, my child, I have nothing to ask for. One of your party members has been a bit of a nuisance to me. I would like you to kill him. Which one? It's a big fellow. Sorry?
There's two big fellas.
No, one likes to play to his God. He's too righteous to me. I don't like his attitude. He's like, he'll do well for us. You know what we must do, right?
I'm not sure I can deliberately kill him.
Oh, no,
Putting
you
him
could.
in the proper situation
Oh, yes,
might
yes,
be possible.
yes. Oh, he doesn't seem like a smart one. So you could. Oh, there's so many things you could do. You could betray him to his enemies. You could, you know, do all sorts of things. Yeah, I think it would be cool. Think of this as a test. Yeah. Very fun test. Just do what is necessary to make sure he does not live.
I'm not sure how long it will take.
Oh, sorry. I'm a god.
Yeah,
I can live forever.
time's not really a matter
You don't look very convinced by my request.
It's just killing is not easy.
Hey, child, I've killed millions. I fought demons my life. Do you know why I chose you?
Because I'm living for
No, because you are the one who is closest to the demons. Yes. Thus when you become my arm and my scepter, you will strike down upon those who dare oppose me. Got it?
Seemingly.
Very well. So take your time and make sure he knows the power of Timora. And you watch as the shadow, the woman just vanishes in front of your eyes. Okay, and call the other two.
Quick peek at the book, still the black stain.
Yes.
Entertaining.
This is going to be interesting.
Entertaining.
It's important to question requests. Yeah.
Hello, boys, we are back.
We're all gonna die! Last moments of visions,
The apple
of
saw
terror.
Oh no, Apple became Apple.
Yeah, pretty much. You just see a basket of fruits.
Apple became vegetables.
You just see a basket of fruits.
Oh, let me clarify what a vegetable is.
Exactly.
I mean, if
Can you put the plug on this road?
if there's
What
What the fuck is that?
What's that?
It's called whoopie pie.
Wookie pie.
It's damn sweet though.
Is it by the cheer? Or is it you take one?
I don't even know.
It looks like
never know what
triple stack of.
Tastes like Oreo.
It looks pretty much like a massive Oreo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, too bad. I'm not
Oh, wow,
gonna eat
that's
it.
Damn sweet.
Oh, I find it okay then. What? I'm sorry, my taste buds are very resistant.
No, it is that sugar.
Yeah, it's damn
It's damn sweet.
Hey, not only I don't go
Overly.
Do you make this?
Huh?
Do you make this?
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, you
no,
make the.
Yeah.
Oh, can try to. But it's way too good.
Yeah. Recipe was
How many
like-
packets of sugar do you put?
you like 1 kilo.
Use dark chocolate.
No. How many
Yes,
packets of
chocolate
sugar do you
is
put?
Dude, it's nice though.
I forgot 120 grams.
120 grams.
No, I think the cream is a lot of
Yeah, here
icing
Really?
sugar.
That's a confirm.
The cream is a lot of icing
Yeah,
sugar.
no,
There's
there's
not
no,
two
there's
cups
no
of icing
arbitrary point.
So it's a lot.
Asking Ryan.
But the shell is I can't remember.
Yeah.
The recipe.
Are we the tester?
Yes. Thanks.
So-
if you die tomorrow morning, don't blame me.
No,
Sign this legal document.
No worry, real life I have corn plus 4.
Corn plus 4.
no, for eating only.
Non-resilience.
For eating
Indoor
only.
resilience.
For
For
eating
eating only proficiency.
Yeah, I think you cut down the sugar.
Yeah, you do. I
For
haven't even
eating
eaten
only
it.
for
I'm
eating.
scared of eating it
Like-
just
like,
because of the
Is it supposed to be like a brown?
This little party. The 6 of you wake up to a light pattering of rain. It's very, very light.
Who bought the. No, boy.
A light pattering of drizzling rain. And as you look around, you see the embers of the settlement now is down to the mere ashes. And as you look behind, you see the 3 members now gone. And as you look around, as you wake up, you see in the center of the camp, just a pouch there.
Pouch.
Can I take it?
Is there any way? No. Before that, no. Can I see any like changes around the settlement other than the settlement, like anything that have shifted? Maybe a board other than the bodies removed, any like wood shifted?
Doesn't make an investigation check.
Let's say it's 17.
Okay, you don't see any sort of like major movements. There are a few things have moved around, and you do find a couple of like footprints in the ground, but they appear to be footprints of humanoids, of people.
Okay, I think Alright, sure, please.
I take the pouch with my green can.
Okay.
Like, where you go? Open it. Oh, what's inside?
Couple of gold coins.
Hey.
And a small note. Yeah.
Oh.
So essentially the note just says, sorry for
Sorry for ditching us.
yeah, no, sorry for what I said yesterday. I'm not in the right state of mind. I'm going to go to Lakeshore.
Shit.
No.
And then and it's just like, here is what we have. Hope it's enough for you guys to do what needs to be done essentially, and sign off with. And there's about 5 gold in there. It's not much, but it's all their life savings.
Name 5 more. Just take it.
I'm gonna go back to the
pouch.
nothing. I'm gonna go back to the village and ritually cast gentle repose on the pile of dead bodies and try and make sure that they are protected from decay for this period to prevent them from turning to undead.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're mostly ash.
Yeah.
So
it's just like
are you
more
gonna
rights or anything.
Yeah, okay, that works. So as you cast the spell, you feel an energy within you, not within, even you, almost more forceful than what you've had when casting spells previously. And the swirling of energy emanates around the area.
I'm eating my ration at this point.
Okay.
Yes. Good order. And reasons. Alright,
Not terrible.
Oh god,
Reason.
this is terrible.
Yeah.
What do you see last night?
Oh, from my mind's back. Well, I just see him go in the forest and went down a few levels. Like, he went like underground. He did have a pause, like, too. I'm pretty sure, like, an entrance or something.
He paused. As in, like, it was a pause. Like, he stopped walking and then he just stared at something.
It was literally like 5 seconds stop. It wasn't like stop there. It was more like just stop, do something, and then continue. Yeah.
Take note of that. Take note of that area. There might be a trap there or something.
Yeah, I got the
Quick question.
Why are we speaking as if we're going into the known cave?
We are not. I'm just.
No, we're just interested in those
At this point, I'm.
You gotta roll your
At this point, I'm gonna ask Ray to draw me like the general direction from the village.
Okay. You need to make
artistry
Yeah, just
check.
last night.
history check. No, but still, you know, a lot-
History
I mean,
and sleight of hand.
from my own experience, like I sleep, right, I wake up, I don't know anything. So I wake up entirely, you know.
Makes it.
Yeah.
Way
You see, it's not very hard, but
9 plus.
9 plus 0.
no, but you do manage to get a rough area, but you don't really know where the final area is, the general area, but you do know it's like that swath of forest essentially.
Okay.
Somewhere here.
Every campaign is to do.
Alright.
Wonder why.
Let's continue walking the road.
Like, how big is the-
You seem more quiet today.
How big
I
is the
just
forest?
calm the dead bodies.
What's the coolest way to
It's not exactly a talkative period.
No, as in even more so than usual.
You like that?
You know what?
Do you rather I do the morning alarms?
Hold on. Never mind. Never mind.
You can visibly see Frida while putting on his thumb on his back.
Fuck. Never mind. I'm sorry. Anyway.
I'm gonna silent.
Yes. Anyway.
You?
I mean, we are.
I think we're all done. You all have breakfast? We should get moving.
Yeah.
We're 20% of the way there.
Yeah, we're burning daylight.
So,
Okay.
And I mean, anyone who wants to prepare, we can just prepare on the way.
I want to check with Carl. What's this book about? Pull out the Latium Assembly 600-page book.
Okay.
didn't I read that? Like, skim that?
Didn't skip it.
Oh,
Have you read it before?
that's the first time I've seen it. You mind if I?
It was in your library.
Technically, it wasn't. Wait, it wasn't that.
No,
Which
no, no,
library?
It wasn't. It was in the. It was in the.
Evercrown.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's in that.
Hey,
It was in the
Uh,
Hall of Justice Library.
Huh?
Hall of Justice Library.
did you steal
Hall
this?
of Justice Library? No, I remember I took 2 books from the Gideon's library.
Oh really?
Yeah, one of them
Well,
was
then
Latium
you have read it
Assembly
before.
and one of them is a thin red book. I don't know what the thin red book is yet.
So you have skimmed through it. First of all, it is written in extremely boring historical prose. Extreme. No, I'm not even kidding. Like this is like reading, Kant or Hegel levels.
God.
Okay.
Oh god.
So yeah, it was. In general, you get the gist of it. It's generally just about how Ancosia, hundreds of years ago was a mess. People were poor. There was nothing going on. Basically the whole region was about to collapse. And these 7 men and women sort of formed the Leitum Assembly. So they are the founders. They're not dead, but they formed the Leitum Assembly to take over, to basically form it into a republic.
Basically, they are like
governing
founders of
Yes,
the
yeah. So they started this whole idea of good governance and to ensure that everyone is fairly treated, and and then they started working on these new technologies.
Some politics in those.
It's a lot of political. Basically, half of the book is about it's the manifesto of the Leitum Assembly.
The Leitum Manifesto.
The name of the 7 people.
Those are the 7 founders. They don't really say about the current ones. But the 7 founders are named. 1 second.
7 random names.
Cannot be this kind of thing cannot be.
If you're relaying any of this to me,
I'm
and
really-
Alice is bored. Very bored.
Are we doing this or we're
Can
walking?
we walk?
No, we're walking. This is walking, but I'm bored.
1 second.
How we're walking?
I have it in a spreadsheet somewhere, but I can't find it.
You can just send me.
Are we-
I'll send you later.
we're walking the
Fine.
same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it important
Not.
that it remains in its full state?
I mean, I would like to keep it. It is a heavy book.
It's my book now.
By all means.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll be working with it later.
Alright.
Well, let's reply to your author.
No, not reading. I'm just showing him a book and he's telling me what the hell.
I grabbed like all the rubble that is like kind of burned down, so it's like shitty and whatnot. I just stick it to a pile.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, we're talking about walking.
no, but that's what I forgot. I thought you guys were like good doing it.
No.
So I wasn't doing it.
Oh, okay.
So fine. While they're eating or
Yeah.
So I built the altar. Okay. Then I burned the incense sticks.
Okay.
Then I made a prayer for the people who died.
Okay.
And in general, protection for us as we travel. So
Journey mercies.
essentially,
What?
So as you pray your prayer to Tyr, when you once felt this warmth in your chest that spreads out across your body, and somehow almost like extends into your warhammer. This time there's less of such an effect, but instead you watch as a swirling energy surrounds the hilt of your warhammer, where the black mark of your previous mistakes, errors remains, and half of it is now gone. There's just a very thin strip left. And yeah, that's what you see.
Okay, wait, it's like the walking place.
Okay, so as you walk, you realize the next, say, kilometers of next like half a day's worth of travel, which is about 12 to 15 kilometers, is pretty much uneventful. You see to your left and right the same kind of rolling meadows, but as you get closer and closer to kind of the more central area of Neverview, you begin to see the hills kind of like flatten out, and you can see kind of like this huge valley that goes down and doesn't seem to stop. It's just like a plain from there on. And to the right, you see like a pretty dense forest, much denser than the one prior. And to your left, just a rolling river and very, very high mountains to your left. For the two of you, you have seen those mountains before. And like, which pretty much that's where you came from. And as you go down this valley, eventually you come upon a point, you, with your passive perception, notice to the left, next to the road, not really next to the road, but sort of a ways off from the road, there's like a small, like elevated stone platform. Stone platform. So it's just like, it's basically like a slab of stone. Looks like a slab of stone on the ground. Like maybe 50, 60 feet to the left of the road.
60 feet. I'm definitely cutting this.
It's weird because it's not
Yeah,
like
it's not-
curved, it's just like a very nicely cut slab of stone.
What's that? And then I just wanted to that.
What's what? Oh.
What's that?
So as you all look over, some of you can't even actually see it because like there's grass, there's flowers, but there's what I mentioned. It's pretty
Butterfly?
Oh, that's a really nice flower.
No, it's stone.
Oh.
Well,
I don't really
And
see.
this one I just tried to leave it come on. Just
Does it
60 feet, right?
does it look like a grave? So graveyard lah, but someone's grave.
You can't really tell, but I would say, given your experience with, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you can't really tell if it's a graveyard or not. If you go walk closer and take a look.
I would like.
You want to check it out?
let's just.
Let's just go check out the flower. Enjoy the nature.
Yeah, sure. But before that, suspicious, of course.
Yes.
Anything out of the ordinary other than that stone tap.
Other than the stone tap is
7.
Nothing that you can see.
Okay.
Everything
Everything is fine.
Yeah, so pretty much there's like grass, few flowers, but around this thing there's like a heavier bunch of flowers, a lot more flowers here. And as you guys walk closer, you realize that more than just these flowers, around like the grass seems to be much more lush, much more kind of like how to say, like well fed, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
It's a graveyard.
yes, as you walk over, you see the stone tablet it's fallen over. It used to be standing. It's fallen over on its side. As you look on it, it says, "Here lies Astra, protector of nature, the best of friends." That's it.
Anyone?
Religion? Sure.
Astra, protector of nature.
It's nice. I just remembering the possible.
Right. So you're rolling to what? To check if it's related to any religion.
Yes, to any scripture, I guess.
Nothing that you've seen before.
I'm sorry, but you said that the stone tab was.
So it's like, imagine you put a gravestone there, but then after like a long time it just like fell flat over.
Do you mind just
Words upward.
Lift it.
No, yeah, just lift it and put it in a correct place.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah. I mean, it's like a tablet. It's like
Yeah,
it's
right.
a stone, the head of a gravestone.
Okay.
Yeah, so just like
It's like, do you mind? I would like to put this back in its proper place.
Can I try to, from readings in both Gideon's library and Garrett's library, right? Can I try to remember, does this name ring a bell or anything?
Make a history check.
That's a 16 plus something. 16 plus history 6. 16 plus 6. 20.
You've heard the name Astra pop up several times before.
Sorry?
You've heard the name Astra pop up,
Okay.
but mostly for other things. Like one of them was strangely enough, a politician in not in Anchorage, but in Vinda. Yes. So you've heard that name before. You know that one of the guard captains prior to his dismissal was also called Astra. But it's a relatively common name, and nothing really stands out to you that really fits with the term protector of nature and best of friends.
Do I know?
I don't know, do you know?
Do I? No. Bro,
Right.
history check, but
Let me just tell you that regardless of what you roll, you will not have any place.
Okay, just.
I said, okay, after I put out the stat tablet, nothing happens.
As you lift the stone tablet, you see underneath it just like a bunch of bugs, like butterflies, caterpillars,
Oh, not normal.
beetles, just like
The Beatles, I run from the Beatles.
Sanity attacks.
On
hide,
it.
hide into the you hold all hide into the grass, and as you lift it up, it comes back. You watch as underneath the thing is like there's mud, but there's also like tendrils of like basically like what do you call it, like vines and leaves just covering the whole.
Any other similar stone tablets?
As you look around,
So it's just a random grave in the middle of the
in the middle of nowhere.
That's weird. In an open area somewhere. That's very weird.
You see it's by the mountains, right? The river.
No, the mountain
by
is
the place.
very, very far off. So,
Oh.
like in front of you, it's just plains, pretty much.
Oh.
And far off a forest and river.
I perhaps extra to protecting nature. I mean, shall anyone who can speak with the dead?
Why would you want to speak with him? Let him rest.
Oh, him. Yes, that's true. Anyways, anyway, I mean,
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's just go. Okay. Just say prayer.
Let's just go.
May the boss. Yeah, may the boss again.
Cool. So, as you all continue on your journey,
I spend an hour
concentration to attune to the necklace. I have not.
Okay, so at this point it is past midday. You have, I guess, eaten your rations along the way. Sorry?
Dungeon.
It's midday.
So nothing attacks you.
Somebody crack.
Nothing attacks you over the evening. But over the evening. As night falls, you begin to realize that you need to find a place to rest, and most of this area is just open, just completely open area. So
The nearest forest?
nearest forest is to your right, so about like 15 minutes walk.
Is there an elevation?
It is almost, it's just flat land.
Then we will make an elevation.
I mean, we could see our enemies coming from a mile away essentially.
Right, let's set up camp. Seems like
At this point, while we're setting up camera outside, Kiki surveys around here.
Make a perception check for that with advantage.
11 plus.
Where is she checking? Is she looking into the forums?
Yes.
So as she flows around, doesn't really see much, but she does notice that like into the edge, not really, into the edge of the forest there appears to be something with like the trees appear to go around in like a circle, like a bowl shape. Like the trees just go around like that. And you can't appear, it's kind of like clearing. So you can't really make out what's clearing. Yeah, clearing in the forest. You can't really make out what that is.
I definitely relay this information to them.
We should investigate it.
You guys want to check?
What a clearing.
Wait, what happened?
You know what? Never mind.
How about we just rest first?
Yeah, why not we just go there, we never spend anything.
Yeah.
We spend some stuff.
It's basically you guys are thirsty for battle.
I'm sorry, but yes, for some reason.
What?
The other two?
The view is just.
It's a clear
Night.
At night, right?
Like,
Well,
This is at night, right?
yeah, it's something you get late. 7 plus.
This is a clearing in a forest. Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean you guys cannot see it. It's about like
He told us.
it's about like 10 minutes walk into
I
the
thought we said we are staying away from the forest.
Just a general. I know we're staying away, but just like try to keep the same distance.
Man,
There's
have you
only
ever
forest.
like heard of the quote, Krusty killed the tabaxi? Come on, man.
No.
No, that's
Wait,
that's
what?
that's not how the saying goes.
What's the
So,
saying?
Yes.
okay.
That's why I don't want to go in there.
Alright, I mean, maybe you guys don't want to go in there. Let's just rest up.
rest where?
I think I'll just take first watch.
No, rest
join
where?
him.
Rest where?
In the
By the
clearing.
side of the road.
Let's just go in the forest clearing.
I think we should go in the forest.
No, Gabriel, no.
Shall we go?
No, actually, how far can we go, like, gauging safe distance from the forest? Like, from the forest. Like, there's a forest, right?
Yes.
Safe distance, then we try to set up camp there.
I'm not going to tell you what's the safe distance.
Gauging. Like, I don't know, 10
Because
minutes walk.
you
10 minutes walk.
yeah, sure.
10 minutes walk from the
Left
forest.
forest or right forest?
Right forest.
Okay, so
So can we? Isn't there that cool thing there? It's like we should probably
okay, how
That's
about we all sit down and eat some duck?
It's like a house, dude, made of diamonds.
How about we all sit down and eat some duck and discuss this? Okay, duck.
You know what? Just get out of the road and then just rest there. How about it?
Yes, please.
Yeah, how about
Okay, so like next to the road.
it? Yeah, like
that forest.
Yeah, there's the forest clearing,
Like-
which is cool with the.
Obviously,
I know.
It's like
I
there's
know.
like the.
I go up
I'm
and
sorry, what?
I go up and tap Gabriel, blessing of the trickster.
What?
What do you guys do?
You feel like suddenly a spring in your stomach. More of a spring.
I jump 80 feet right now.
No, you can't. You still easy. Or it's like, you just jump out of nowhere and land back
Just
down.
makes you a little bit better at sneaking around. That's all.
okay.
Why won't you
And then leaders
I
between
don't know.
As in,
yeah, bro, how about
Listen,
we go over there?
I mean, I understand that you're curious, but I'm not really confident of the kind of dangers I mean these forests. These plains are very near my kingdom. Yeah, it's halfway through.
Yeah, it is. So basically, you know the part where you turn right to
Yes.
go to, yeah, that you're essentially at that area.
Yeah.
So if you turn left now, you go all the way down,
We'll
you could
be
be
going
going
to
there.
Oh,
And the road that we walk.
in the road that we always found.
Wait, your village is nearby.
My kingdom is nearby, yes. Yeah,
The
kingdom is
beggar
nearby.
king.
No, yeah. I mean, your
Hey,
decision.
I only know villages.
Like,
Your decision. You can always cross like 10 minutes.
like, okay. Here's a funny story. And it's not, by funny I mean it's not so funny because we almost died.
What?
What?
How is that? Okay, carry on.
As in, on the way to Lakeshore.
You only had a small encounter.
Yeah,
It
we had a
wasn't exactly
small-
lethal. You were the most lethal one.
I know, but okay, basically it was a settlement like what we see yesterday. More brick houses than tents. Okay. But they were all burned down as well.
Oh yeah. Onion got onions from there.
She got done his room.
Okay, continue.
Right, and you know, there were like other beasts like a goblin and like strange old woman.
Other beasts like
Hags.
I don't think she's a hag. I mean, I don't know. If you see an old woman walking
You
with
stabbed her. and she
yes, I
died.
stabbed her. I'm sorry.
while she was running away, no man.
Why? No, it was very suspicious. Alright, we found 2 bodies. Okay, and then out of nowhere, this old woman with her pack of goblins just attacked us. Alright. Bottom line is, we killed the goblins.
You killed the goblins.
I killed the goblins. I killed the old woman. Alright. But I think there might be more. You know, and the
More
goblin was
women.
saying there was some piece of the meat. You know.
Now you tell us this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're closer. It's of
Wait,
importance.
when did you join Companies?
Like on the way to Lakeshore from
Oh.
here.
How long ago was that?
Like
3 days away from.
8
No,
days.
no, 10 days.
10 days, yeah. 10 days. 10 days away. I mean, if you guys don't find some goblins,
I
yeah, sure.
go to that forest.
I don't mind. I mean, I don't know how strong goblins are, but
But you're going to the other forest, right?
Yeah,
We are going opposite direction. This story means nothing.
The story means nothing, but
You're not going to that forest.
Thanks.
thanks.
Except an old lady.
this story doesn't relevant. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But
Hey,
Rain,
yeah,
cool clearing.
yeah,
Please
cool
guide us.
clearing, let's go.
Cool clearing. Oh, let's go and check it out.
Fine.
Alright.
This madness leash. Sure.
This time.
Madness is unleashed right now, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so what is the final decision, please?
Yeah, just
Go to clearing.
Okay.
I am
I didn't expect that.
walking far behind.
Yes.
I holding Frida and just like walking far behind.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
Suddenly,
I'm behind you.
I'm behind you, bro.
I'm behind you.
Suddenly, yellow car just pops out from a tree.
Hello.
Hey, what happened to our car?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Like,
Anyway,
in the middle of the night, he disappeared.
he's a rogue.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
With a robe of elven kind.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, so as the 6 of you kind of gingerly make your way into the forest, you realize ahead of you is, first of all, it is a pretty dense kind of forest. A bunch of almost
Yeah.
strange.
Whoa, suddenly static. Slenderman.
Slenderman.
The Slenderman.
I'm not doing that. There's something wrong with my.
No, it's Slenderman.
That is Slenderman.
Hitting your.
So as you go towards the forest, you realize some of the trees, the bark, I mean the trunks are pretty thick.
No.
And as you go in the rest, at this point the trees are like really like tall. You could go further in, and there's this almost ethereal feel around.
I used to
What does it detect?
detect fey, undead, things like that.
Also, choose one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Celestials means undead, no fey.
Oh, no fake.
Useless. No, I don't believe.
Sorry, celestial fiends or undead?
Celestial means undead, consecrated, 60.
How consecrated? Anyways, so you cast that, right?
Post smited.
As you cast the spell,
It's not a spell, it's a feature.
oh yeah, whatever. The feature as you send out your sensors, you see ahead of you standing pretty much directly in front of you, about 40 feet away, are two things. The first one, like, what does the thing tell you? Does it tell you exactly what it is? Or like,
No, let's tell me where it is.
yeah, you sense two entities in front of you.
If it's not behind those stuff.
Yeah, and you sense that they are undead.
Fuck! It's only two.
Leech 1 and Leech 2.
You don't know anything.
Can you tell us this?
Two Leech.
I'm very curious now.
Bad idea! The smart one
Is
said
it
the bad
desecrated, the area? Is it desecrated? Like, it's been, like,
The area doesn't feel like it's desecrated of life.
fully magic and like
Yes. You sense that.
Gross.
Wait.
While you guys are arguing,
Oh shit.
your sense feels the creatures walking.
Okay.
Go back.
And before any of you can react, I need you all to roll for initiative.
Hey, 16.
Okay.
Leech 1 and Leech 2.
Wait, roll. Leech 1, Leech 2.
Oh,
20
shit.
to 25. Sorry? 20 to 25.
20.
Nice.
Nice.
Only you?
Yeah, 15 to 20.
18.
15. Alright. 10 to 15.
13.
14. 12. Okay, wait, sorry. 15.
14 Nebulo, so Nebula goes first.
Frila, what do you get?
4. That was with advantage.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I'm slightly slower than Nebulo. He got 14, I got 13.
Okay, this is a bad idea.
So,
Boy, welcome.
boy.
Wait, why are they undead here?
Well, I don't know.
Why are
The
they
gnomes
not
are very
unusual?
not suspicious, right?
I know, right?
And the group also not very suspicious, right?
You technically the protector of nature.
So, ahead of you, as the cloud of darkness clears and the ethereal mist just disappears, you see two creatures. One hunched over, kind of like this pasty skin, like pus, like pustules all over his body. Like his face is kind of like cracked open, and yeah.
Yes, you still have splash, right?
Yes, it's still a splash. And behind it, and a more like ethereal creature floating in the air. That was what appears to be a lady, completely white and blue, pale white and blue in color, like Banshee. And first react is wait, what are you doing?
Run away. There's tree nearby.
There are trees all around you.
Can you set up the...
Yeah, I'll show you.
Should erase this?
Yeah.
First, I will tell Kyle, if you're not panic and say right.
Yeah.
Just look at Gabriel.
Okay, so this entire area, wherever you try to do anything is difficult terrain. Okay, because you're in a dense jungle. Okay, so your movement speed is down to 15 or half your normal movement speed. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're all here. It's a very simple setup. Fight. Fight.
Wait. Everything is difficult.
Yeah, everything is difficult terrain.
We have a question from the audience. It's like, is this China or Taiwan?
Singapore.
This Taiwan.
Oh, I'm sorry, we are from
I think the same country.
Zimbabwe.
We're from the
It would be
same
great
route.
if you could, you know. I mean, I'm a Zimbabwean prince. We need some money. And so we're doing this because we need money.
We need money.
Big sponsors. Anyways, yes. We're gonna need rain.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Wait, the forest. How far is it? How far away?
Okay, so you're about 40 feet away.
Okay.
From this first dude. The first one is smaller.
Who's in front?
Me and Alice are behind.
Just kind of like
I'm behind you, bro.
I'm
relaxing
I
behind.
climb up a tree.
Oh, yes.
Get rid of comfort.
Encumbered.
I mean, really in difficult terrain.
I mean, you can
just want to climb it.
Can someone help me place this?
20 feet. I can climb.
What does the thing do actually?
And then
Cast.
Nothing.
You get stealth.
You get stealth. Everybody.
I stealth.
Weak.
Yo, motherfuckers don't die. My extra 1d8 damage.
Huh? You got single attack, man?
Oh, extra one
Yes,
from
I
this
will
mic.
like
No,
hang around
because my
I
against
pick up my yard.
Okay.
And then start swirling a bit. And then the invisible energy comes up and then just flies towards both of them.
Okay. So what are you
That's
what are
awesome.
you
Twin spell, and mine's
Mine.
I need immune.
Wait, what's the
Why did they spawn a third one?
There's a lady, right?
There's one lady.
Oh, it's a ghostly lady. And
No. As in, there's
one
one dude and one lady.
one of them is this weird pastel creature, pasty skin.
One of them is a zombie, the other one is a.
I don't know whether it's a zombie. It can be a
It's a
variant.
zombie.
It feels like a variant zombie.
You know, is it
It's a lich.
It's a lich.
Okay, right. So what do you do?
Yeah, mine's fine. Tin's brown. Mine's fine.
Okay. So they are both what?
Wisdom 15.
Wisdom 15. 15 and 3. So the lady succeeds. She's like,
He doesn't believe that you're from Zimbabwe. He says he's from the US based on normal time TTP. Tabletop RPG, I figured the time you started is around
Oh my
1900.
god!
bro. Chill, bro. Let me make my deception. So 17. I mean, like, I'm always using it wrong.
Inside check!
Okay, anyways, so the other creature just like gets hit by mind spike. 11 damage.
11 points, yeah. Take half of him.
Okay, so that is 5. I failed. Alright, and now you know where that creature is. And you watch as it like kind of steps back a bit when it hits. And you watch as claws start to form from its hands, like, and the tongue, long and snaky, comes out of his mouth and turns towards you. Alright.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
You want to move?
Okay,
I'm on a tree though.
next up, we have Kyle.
They're on a
What do you
tree.
I have
do?
a cow. You have a cow.
We have
Next
a
point.
card.
I would like to cast my usual spell. My favorite spell. Freeze.
Alright.
Actually, not really. Sorry. My bad. Not really.
Boo!
I'm sorry.
Mistakes were made.
So what do you do?
I cast.
Web.
I thought your signature spell was Thunder Wave.
No, it's not.
Okay, so web does restrain, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Go ahead.
restrain
I don't know.
So
It's magical.
as your web kind of goes over them, they simply just the lady just steps out from the web, and the other dude is caught in it, unfortunately. Okay, the poor fellow, fails the saving throw. He's just like stuck on the ground right now. It's like viciously.
Guys, kill the lady first. Kill the lady first. I move back a bit. Like,
Okay, cool. All right.
yeah.
Right. Next, we got Nebula. What do you do?
Lady first.
You get the command, right? You gotta move. Move the command.
Sorry.
I move here.
Only on my
towards
turn.
the side. Yeah.
Okay.
I know, not my. You have to measure after the seas. At level 2.
All right. Sure. Nice.
So you
Roll that sweet damage.
Damage.
5, 6, 10. 10 plus 4, 14.
Against who?
The lady.
Okay.
Guys.
Okay. So you watch as the three orbs just slam into her chest. Holes form through her chest and her torso and reforms. Right. Next up we have Alice. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. What?
Do you want to know?
Huh?
Okay, he says, okay, what's your nationality? It's important that he know. He's curious because the Chinese exchange student that he has been sponsoring doesn't say much, and it has been almost 2 years.
Oh, wait, what? You write your thank you letter to your donor.
Most of us are Singaporean. I'm Malaysian. He's Indonesian. Cool.
No, he's from Gilead. He's from
Sorry, Ganyan. I'm a god. Essentially. Okay, so who's next? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Why are we scared?
They're ghosts. They may kill us, maybe.
Bless. Bless Gabriel, Freela, and
Sanctuary?
Bless. Bless.
Do I roll? I roll.
No need to roll.
You roll.
I can roll for you.
Okay, cool. Anything else you want to confirm?
No.
Alright.
I'm just kind of like confused.
Who is up next?
Gabriel.
Space Jam!
Gabriel, what are you doing?
Camp!
Oh no, I cannot jump. What is that?
You can jump over the difficult terrain.
Head against all the branches.
Or you can leap forward.
Yeah, you can leap forward 18 feet, 16 feet.
No, it's not 60 feet. It's more in my movement. I can jump my strength sword
Yeah.
forward, so it's 17 feet.
then times 3 is 50 something. So I can jump my entire thing for.
Yes! Do it!
Wow.
Do it!
Sure.
Do it!
Well, I leave to the restraint to
Alright!
attack it.
Okay.
Hammer time.
That's a +1 on your attack.
What's that? No,
+1 on your attack.
You guys are 15.
No,
Just roll. Just roll. I'm just roll.
20! I smite!
Quick, take the hammer, take the hammer.
Does it double the smite damage?
Yes.
I'll be needing.
How many d8?
I tell you, if that thing self-destructs and blows you up with it,
Oh no. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
6, right?
6 more?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh
No,
no!
undead. Last one.
4, 8.
8.
That's a
I
lot.
need 2 more. I like rolling together because it's better luck. No, please
So viewers, this is
Daddy, please no.
Oh no, is that it?
this one cop. This one. This one.
Just roll the top one again.
That's 8, 7, 15, 15, 18, 18, 22, 22, 25, 30, 35.
Plus 3.
Plus 3. Because at that moment, DM knew he fucked up.
Yes, the creature probably just dematerialized and this horrific stench rises from the corpse. You need to make a constitution saving throw. Oh
Wait.
19.
Oh, right. So you're like, alright.
Constitution saving check.
Can Gabriel move some more?
No,
He jumped already.
as far as he could.
Okay.
Alright, next, finally, it is her turn. So she is going to turn to face all of you, and as her terrifying visage kind of like encompasses all of you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Total of it, I don't need to make because I am 14.
Oh, that
14 plus 2.
And you won't go less than 13. 1, 2. Is there only 2 of you? 3.
6, I think.
Because the 3 of you will be frightened of her for 1 minute.
One minute.
Lower than 13. Okay, so the 4 of you are going to be frightened of her, which means that whenever possible, we're going to move away. Yeah, when she's in line of sight, so like she's behind sleep, but doesn't matter. Let's assume she's in line of sight. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, and you cannot move closer to her. Alright. And then
Does that break any concentration element on me?
Must I use my action to do that to get away from it? Yes, sorry.
yes. No, you move as much as your movement allows. Yeah, you can use action to do whatever, just that you cannot go closer to her. Alright. Then she's gonna come over here.
That looks like a line right there.
Oh no,
Oh no! And you watch as her mouth opens and a horrific wail goes out, and all of you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Do I have to?
Everyone within 60 feet of her.
Even if
It's a
I'm
radius.
Oh, sorry. Within 30 feet. So she's she's gonna move away.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and she's gonna wail.
Runs.
All of you need a Constitution saving throw. Anyone got less than 13?
Yeah. Those less than 13.
Okay, the 2 of you full of vitality, having just smashed that creature into the ground. You having brought them into this instantly unconscious.
Oh!
Unconscious.
What the heck?
So the 2 of you just like
Unconscious, not
in your
down
fear.
HP, right?
No. You're 0 HP. You're dropped to 0 HP.
What the
Yes.
heck?
Nice.
What is this?
Yes. Those who succeeded take.
Oh god, okay, guys.
Those who succeeded take 9 psychic damage.
9.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that?
It was ultimate.
It's high.
Okay, cool. And then, Thriller, you're up next. You cannot run. You cannot go towards her. You can still attack her, but with disadvantage.
I'm scared.
The 2 of you are unconscious on the ground.
Instantly 0 HP.
Suddenly we got 5 viewers.
0 HP.
I need my part.
They're gonna,
It's okay.
our new viewers are gonna watch you die.
Okay, damage. Just do it.
Do what,
You
right?
already
Disadvantage.
Doesn't matter.
You can go towards her.
Can you cast something?
Yes, I can Dragon Breath. I will hit. No, actually I can. Yeah.
You won't hit me, I think.
It won't hit you. It won't hit you.
I'm on the
You
tree.
must have. It's still. Oh yeah, you are.
Suddenly scream and like bloody what? Frightened monster.
Okay.
You find
You enjoying
Wait,
better?
just to check. Unconscious means that,
Yeah, 0 HP.
but it's not like I need a medical kit to revive him or anything, right?
You could.
Is he stable or?
Yeah, you need to stabilize them with the medicine.
Wait, so you're not stable?
No, you're not stable. You're not stable. You need to make a death saving throw.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I will go to Mr. What are you? Carl. My boy Carl over here. Use a med kit.
Okay.
And
Make a medicine. Oh wait, with the med kit you don't need. Yeah. So
he just
stable.
hit that.
So you're stable. Nice. Very good. So that's your action.
Yes.
And your movement. Alright.
And I do not want the bonus action, but
Do it.
it's not enough. It's too far.
Action search.
Action search.
Action just do nothing.
No, I can. My breath is bonus action.
I realized that I had a bless on you guys.
Yeah.
But it's a 1d4.
Oh, never mind. My breath is action.
Oh,
Yeah.
Never mind.
Wait.
wait, is it? Whatever. Wait.
Yeah.
Exercise.
Cool. Right.
Exercise,
Next up,
boys.
we have Ray. What are you doing? You're not hanging from a pretty sturdy.
Like shit, mind spike again.
Okay. So that is
Because mind spike on the same people.
that's a.
Oh, yeah, no, it's you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a 14.
Come on.
No, DC 15.
15.
Okay,
Oh.
that succeeds. Go
Does it
ahead, roll,
fails?
roll damage. Roll the
fails, she
marsh.
She failed. Come on.
What the freak lah?
10 damage.
Okay, decent. So you watch as she kind of recoils a little bit and reforms in her ethereal body.
Can I climb higher on the tree?
Yeah, sure. As far as you go, which is another 20 feet. And you're now pretty.
You need increase the eraser height.
Yeah, you're going further from her, it's fine, because you're feared anyway. Okay.
I'm not feared. I'm
Oh,
not
you're
feared.
not feared, right? Okay. Yeah. Next up, we have Kyle. What are you doing?
How? I'm
I'm
stable.
conscious.
Oh, you're stable already.
I'm stable.
Okay,
Okay,
so you,
so you
yeah, you're stable.
I'm
so
stable,
you're-
unconscious.
Okay, cool. So you're just lying there, like a plank. Level.
I should magic missile again.
Okay, nice.
11. Okay, big damage.
3,
That sounds familiar. 2,
5, 7, and 8 plus 4, 12.
12.
12?
I think the same amount is. That's good.
She still looks fine actually. As the magic missiles once again smash through her torso, reforms again.
Someone can
Right.
Okay. Yeah, someone turned it.
So next up we have Alice. What are you doing?
I
don't know.
I cast silence
Silent.
around Kyle, Frila, and me.
You
Oh,
cast.
you mean around your.
Yeah, around
Okay,
us. So if there's another whale, we probably won't get whaled. I think.
Okay.
That's my thinking.
Right. So as this wave of silence surrounds the three of you, none of you can hear anything, and you cannot cast any spells with verbal components, etc. Are you gonna make any movements or bonus action?
I'm
Gabriel, you're up next.
I will try Frila.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
13.
Nice. So
You're
yeah,
fine.
you're back up. I mean, you're not back up.
Not
You
yet,
have
not
one
yet.
success. And next up, it is her turn. Okay, she's gonna slowly move up to you. She moves. She's gonna move towards you. Oh shit. And as she snaps down into your chest.
Oh my god.
With her claws.
Is that auto crit?
No, you.
He's trying to kill you.
Yes, it's with advantage. If it hits, it auto crits. Okay. Yeah. So she hits you, which means that she does 2 failures. To you.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? 2 failures, auto crit. And then she's gonna turn and with her remaining
No, it's a fun character.
with the remaining movement, she's gonna fly up towards where you are. She's about she's about like 20 feet, like 20 feet above the ground. So 20 feet close to you. She's going towards you. So she's like,
Wait, 2 crits means die.
No. You have two death.
So you have
but
two fails. You have 2 fails. Yeah.
But
That's
2
it.
fails is dead.
No, three.
Yeah. So like auto crit does.
She didn't multi-attack you.
She doesn't have multi-attack. Okay.
Oh no, Gabriel is gonna die
Alright.
because of stupid reasons.
Just cause
Oh my
you
God.
like explode a
Fuck! Went into the clearing!
Alright. Next up, we have Frilla. What are you doing?
Because she's floating, I can like somewhat
Can you stabilize it?
Yeah, as in like because she's floating, I can like go under her. Right? It's like I'm frightened by her, but I'm like.
I would say that if you use geometry correctly, you'll be able to get.
Use geometry correctly.
Do you have fear? You don't have
Yeah,
fear.
Fear last 1 round only.
Yeah, so
No, 1 minute.
1 minute.
Because your fear is very difficult to go
Think
towards.
about the geometry of
Wait, they can't roll to see.
getting closer to her.
As in,
No, you see, right? She's floating, right? If you're walking straight, right, you're not changing the distance between her and you. Think math.
No, you have to walk a curve.
no.
You have to
Yeah.
walk the
Yeah,
curve.
you have
You have to like basically
But the
like
thing is that you only walk because it's difficult terrain.
As in, she's here.
Oh, you all got difficult terrain.
Yeah. So it's like.
I would say that if you dash, you can use your bonus action to quickly just pump the medkit into its system.
Like 1, 2,
You think of L4D,
3, then double dash. Then dash is 1, 2, 3.
oh, you're coming out of the silence. Okay.
And you're standing over him, you don't have no actions. But I would say, okay, if you use a bonus action to hastily slap on, then he gets advantage on his next death save. How about that?
Sure.
Once you use up your action, right?
Yes, I've
Alright,
used up
cool.
my action. I can second beat. No, sorry, I can
Action surge.
Action surge.
Yeah, you could action surge and stabilize him right here and now.
Action surge.
Oh!
Medkit.
Clutch.
My second medkit, I'm like. My second fully medkit.
No, I thought you had 10 users.
And so now you who have been like kind of stabbed through the chest with a corrupting touch now somehow are fine. You're somehow stable.
Fucking Aragorn and Frodo.
Yeah. So you're somehow stable again and not today. You do
Not today.
Okay.
And then
Next up.
how about I'm like, I think we need to run.
Okay.
Sure.
Wait, what are you doing? Coming to you.
Oh my god.
I cast darkness.
Doesn't matter. Legit, just once.
Wait, what?
Run.
Just mind spike her again. What else can I do?
What do you mind spike? There's an option to run.
That's a 13, so it's another fail.
Yay!
Yay!
Now you really know where she's gonna be.
Yeah, he found you.
Alright,
She's here. Oh my god.
no, you get the XYZ position.
Oh shit!
Nice. So, as your mind spike slams into her, you watch as you a scream of
I can't hear anything.
we are like
but the rest of you watch as it she starts to twirl around. She's almost like she appears to be like in a death throes. Right.
Wait, can I like?
Kyle, you're up next.
I'll just come down the
Oh
road.
yeah.
I'm just like
I keep
I'm just
forgetting
like stable.
So you're coming down.
Yeah, I'll
Next
kill agility down.
Okay, so all the way down to the ground.
He's like fireman.
It does like there's some tweaks, but it's fine. You get all the way down. Right.
Yeah.
Next up we have Nebula. What are you doing?
Then just use magic missile.
Alright.
Alright.
Before you say anything, how do you want to do this?
Easy
Yeah, you don't even need to roll anything, just like magic missile when you do something.
No, do it coolly.
Yeah, make it
Coolly. Make it as cool as possible.
I want to shoot.
It's a ghost.
4 different directions.
Okay,
And then
so
hit,
as she's like twirling around, you see suddenly as she turns around 4 different directions. And the final kind of powders of ethereal material just vanish into the ether, and the body just disappears. You see in front of you the body of the creature. When you had destroyed it, essentially one hit. Do you know that if you hit that thing with a smite at start, right, you will kill it immediately? Yeah, 37 HP. You did 38 damage. Anyways,
So you were undead, so you have one more.
Yeah,
that's why
so
you
it
It was down.
so
feels good, right?
it still
Feels good, right?
And also, you watch as the body is cut on the ground and just destroyed. And the two of you still unconscious, but stable.
stable. Thanks to a healing kit.
I'm alive.
Okay. Be glad I asked for a healing kit to be bought, okay?
And so, once again, the forest quietens down. You hear almost, well, you hear the chirping.
You hear nothing.
I hear nothing. I hear nothing.
You hear the chirping of cicadas in the distance.
That doesn't sound like cicadas.
It does.
Sorry, you're in silence.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, there are cicadas. Anyways, So you hear the chirping of cicadas.
Silent class how long?
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute.
And some of you don't hear anything.
Actually 10 minutes, but
The din of battle quietens down. You realize that beyond the webbing on the ground and
The webbing disappears.
nothing disappears. You see to your left, kind of like behind where those creatures materialized, is that very same clearing that you were heading to before.
No.
No.
drop silence.
So the rest of the four of you, what is your decision?
Drop silence, healing word. Get them up.
How many HP?
As you come back out, remember to make your
7. 16.
You get 4. You get 5.
What was that? I wonder what. Right.
So Gabriel, remember you have exhaustion.
So that clearing wasn't really a friendly clearing.
Shall we go
mean-
back to the room?
We recommend not to go.
Sorry, stupid decisions.
Alright, okay. You know what? You all
stay away from the forest.
Okay, how about what?
Oh, okay. We'll do that tomorrow.
No, I use all 20 on myself.
Okay.
Then
I basically touched myself.
I basically touch myself.
Okay,
And then
wait, what are you doing?
I march towards the
Gabriel.
Okay, wait. That's just before that.
Okay.
Just no!
Curiously watching.
As
I'm trying to stop him.
Again, I cast Divine Sense.
okay, you're trying to stop him.
Yes.
Okay, do you manage to stop him? Make a strength counter. Do you want to be stopped?
Yeah, I'm stopping him upstairs.
Don't stop him
8.
now.
21.
Said 21.
Okay, I can stop.
Okay, look, whatever you have to do, sure. Just let me do something first. Can I try to find a stone anywhere?
Stone.
Any stone?
There are a few kind of like small.
I don't want to step into the thing.
I don't care. I take the stone. I throw into the clearing. And just prepare to run.
As you look into the clearing, first of all, as you look in, previously I hadn't seen him because you were outside the forest and Kiki was looking from the top. You realize that the clearing is actually not much of a clearing, but more of like a pond, like a pool in the center. So it's basically just like a pool surrounded by trees. Around. No, the area in front of you is desecrated around you. But when as you cast Divine Sense, you realize the pool itself is not desecrated.
Like I said, I throw the stone in.
Is it consecrated?
No.
Is there any reaction?
So are you throwing into the pool?
Like I'm throwing to see whether there's any reaction as far as possible.
As far as possible.
Yeah.
I'm backing away.
You can't make a stone skip a few times, which is nice. And then it drops into the water, and you watch as the ripples kind of ripple out, and a little bit of a ripple.
Okay.
Suddenly Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
Go. We might not want to stay here. Whatever you're gonna do, go. Do it yourself.
Go back! I don't go on, we come all the way here and I do bloody things already. What the fuck? You just get it like one step.
Okay.
Why don't we just do this
Okay, we stand. How about we all stand here? Prepare to whatever.
I cast Shield of Faith.
Thanks.
Alright. Alright.
To the beat of Staying Alive.
No. Bad idea. Let's go.
Okay, plus 2 AC.
No. Okay, we all just prepare to chow.
Yeah.
You do.
Why is Chow?
Wait. I go over.
Like, I don't really speak Chinese, like I only speak so like what does chow mean?
Chow side.
We leave at a very hurried pace called run.
Double dash, we Gabriel out of here.
Oh!
We Gabriel out of here, okay? Okay? Gabriel?
I go to the pond.
Alright, so as you head up to the side of the pool. Okay, as you head up to the side of the pool, you see. Oh my god, I need to change that. So okay, you see the pool is actually quite clear, almost reflective. And as you look in, make a perception check to see how far you can.
Adele.
11. Eh no, 12.
Release the Kraken.
And you see, the water is actually very clear. And as you look in, you see almost like a golden slash yellow thing inside the water. No, but it is massive. By the looks of things, it is approximately 15 feet in length. And as you look further in, I mean, as you kind of look at it more, you realize it's a huge fish. Really, really, really big fish. Just sitting there. I mean, it's a fish floating there in the water.
Anything, Gabriel?
A cat.
Is this where all the fish went? Malaysia. Oh, what fish?
You buy Sabah from the Korean store.
But cool, there's a fish.
So
What does
the rest
it
of
look
you
like?
like Gabriel just went look in water for a while, like, oh, that's
It looks like a yellow moving thing to me.
Okay, what were you going to do when you get back?
It was basically that was cool consecutively.
Is it
wasn't?
expected?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Shall we?
Oh yeah, sure. Wait, actually, since you're already here, you might as well, you want to have a look at it as well.
Anyone wanna like make
Hey, we all want to look at this, you know, it's pretty cool, you know, it's like, there are
Okay.
15-foot fish.
Okay, you know what? Fuck this shit.
You wanna
Do
poke
you have a
it?
duck?
Huh?
Do you have a duck?
Yes.
Do you have a duck?
Oh no.
I take the duck. I tie it at the end of the rope.
Yeah, pass it.
I take the end of the rope, tie it to the glaive.
Oh my.
Here. Have you fished before?
It's 15-foot, you know how big
it's massive.
the 15-foot fish is like,
You can tie it to a
It's like
tree.
3/4 the size of this room.
yeah, so it's like, then the glaive is also like,
No, but he doesn't know that. All he knows is there's a fish in a pond.
Here.
Do you need help?
I just untie the duck, and I just feed the fish to duck.
Okay, as you throw the duck in, it kind of like sinks. The fish kind of like turns a little bit. As it turns, you see the same movement. It turns, looks at the duck, and it just lets it drop to the bottom.
Not friendly, not friendly. Red alert, red alert.
I
mean, like, you really threw some weird shit inside.
Okay, fine.
It's not carnivorous.
Alright, it's time to go.
Okay, but before we leave, is it?
It's not carnivorous, guys. Dude.
Okay,
But before we leave,
Remember, rhinos can kill you even though they're herbivores.
but they're not here.
yeah, sure. Is there anything, any landform, any other plantation on that
Oh
pond?
yeah, and I keep the rope in the glaive.
Okay, cool. So you basically stole the glaive.
No, I suddenly forgot about it.
Can I like,
Okay.
I wanna like make poke it?
I'll
Sure.
stay away, quite far away
Okay.
from
6. Is there any other landforms, any other plantations?
Not that you can see. I mean, it's just forest all around you.
It's forest, get it.
Can I check? His shield allows him advantage on perception checks?
No. Wait, sorry.
As in the paper it says advantage on perception check, but I thought that was when I equipped it.
Oh, no, sorry, yeah. It is advantage on all perception.
Oh, all lah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's 10.
Wait, this one. Can I literally cast detect magic? Out of the panic after dying once again.
No, you can just go to town.
Detect magic 10 minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes.
Alright, go.
Not quite, but like, it just
change
wanders
my-
into town.
Rat to a fish.
Is that with the spell slot? Or because it needs 1 hour.
Oh yeah. Not 1 hour.
Yeah.
Spell slot is not a 1 hour.
Does it learn?
Oh, you did prepare.
Yeah, I need to prepare.
So,
Then no.
10 minutes.
You take a long time.
Why not you just
yeah.
show yourself and go in?
So, for the rest of you, as
Right now,
you
I
guys are kind of like looking around the area, you send a paw into the water and just like tap it. What do you do?
I don't know, just
Feel the fish.
or like yeah, they're like bring it
What
to
else
the
do you
front,
do
like-
in Mage?
So are you guys around the pond now?
I'm in front of the pond, but like at least 30 feet away.
Yeah, everybody's around the pond.
I'm near you.
Okay.
Can I bring it to the front? And then like, does it can
Bring it to the
flat bits? The front, like where its face is at.
Also, you try to touch his face.
Yeah. It's just
Okay. So
This is gonna go well.
The fish hand goes over. Like, it touches the fish kind of like flinches slightly, and then as it goes over, the fish kind of like just turns away from your paw. I mean, it just like doesn't want anything to do with it. And as it turns around, the rest of you suddenly see its face, and it's like it's basically like a massive goldfish kind of stretched out.
Lohan.
Yeah.
They ask you for
It
40
looks, it
number.
actually looks quite sad. Like it physically looks sad. Like its eyes are drooping. You can see that some of its scales are kind of falling off at this point.
no.
And it's just like kind of laying there. Because first of all, the pool is not very big. It's about 30 by 30 feet. So this 15-foot fish can only just about like turn side to side. Kind of
more empathy for this guy.
That's my finish.
Yes, you don't. Behind you do detect a few vestiges of
Desecrated.
magic. Yes, some, and also some abjuration behind you. But what you do detect is very ancient, very faint.
Ancient?
The abjuration magic is very ancient, very faint.
Wait, where does he feel this coming from?
From behind. That's right.
I don't know use pens. Alright.
Oh, you can use this.
Guys.
So are you guys gonna do anything with fish?
I just wanna wait. I just wanna like just look at the fish and see is there any mythology that I can remember about this.
Big fish.
Yeah, big fish.
Make a history check.
I'm looking for religion, but history over. That's like 15 plus 0. So.
You've heard the stories of these fish that kind of get trapped in, like through they kind of come in through underground streams that formed from the river Trenton, and kind of get stuck in these areas, these small like pools and cesspools, and yeah, so they're there, and then people kind of feed them. In particular, I think elves. You've read before that elves are known for keeping these fish as sort of pets. So they live for like hundreds of years, the fish. So they feed them some weird stuff that magical stuff that lets them live for a very long time, and yeah. So the fish are basically elf pets.
Quick question. What time is it?
Near midnight.
Near midnight. That's why I would like to be like not softly but just loud enough. Anyone here?
Okay.
Do you need to be louder?
Nothing.
Okay, guys, let's go.
Shall we just get there?
I mean, there is one more thing that we can try.
Wrestle the fish.
Okay, you know what? It's a bad idea.
Let's.
Is it though? Well, why would I want to do it? What do you want me to do?
You were looking at the fish for quite a while.
Any dried fruit?
Toss in something.
So as you throw in the bunch, he kind of like sings. He kind of like looks around, and like it almost like snorts. It just opens his mouth, and the food just like gets sucked in. He looks around, looks at you. There's like a couple of bubbles, bloop, bloop, and yeah.
Give it a thumbs up now.
A thumbs up.
See that reaction? I throw one more handful. One more. Very controlled.
It turns and just gobbles it up. It seems quite hungry actually.
I dump the rest.
What?
That's 20 days,
Okay, as you dump, like basically the whole like half of the pool is filled, and you watch as the fish like rises above the water like a wave cresting.
Can I try to pet it very crashes?
Sorry?
Can I try to pet it? I just.
Okay, first of all of you are slightly damp now because it crashes the water, and you pet it. It feels kind of like, I mean, it feels like it's kind of scaly, but its skin is kind of like slimy, as though like it hasn't really moved much over the past year. So yeah, and it doesn't really care. It's just eating.
Yes, 5 gold pieces.
Clean up myself.
I got plastic on myself.
That works.
I got plastic on myself.
That works. All right, cool.
Shall we?
Are you guys doing anything to fish or?
Anything?
Wait, are the scales falling off like at the bottom of the?
Oh no,
It's just
actually
a lost
it's a
fish.
general kind of like
Ah.
splotches of like dying skin and scale.
But it is.
It's just a lost fish.
Yeah. The scales that remain are extremely shiny.
Guys.
Oh, like
Just the
what
skill.
though?
Just the skill.
Wait, what do you want to do?
Just get some of them.
Why?
Why not? It looks shiny.
You realize the skills just wither after this room.
Please.
It's cute.
I don't feel safe here. This is not unsafe.
Okay, fine. We just leave.
This is
right?
not a safe
Please
place.
keep all the scales, it's quite cool.
It's just weird. This thing has been here for
quite a long time, right?
Yes.
It's a lost fish that has friends feeding it. What kind of friends would be around here?
I mean, we really old fish whose friends were or
I mean, why would there be like a desecrated area?
who knows, right?
But actually,
Can
can I
be right next to each other? Huh?
can I, before I went on contract, right?
Yeah.
I get a good look on ghosts. What kind of ghosts you mean? Like what
Which one?
The ghost.
Oh, the ghostly creature. I mean, you've read about it before. It's Banshee.
No, as in
Ah,
what kind of race was it like? Did it have
History?
20 years?
You remember reading about banshees in the bestiary because for the most part they are quite terrifying creatures, and you know that actually at this point you do remember that banshees spawn. You shouldn't use the word spawn. Actually, yeah, they do spawn when
Elves, right?
particular necromantic magic takes over elvish kingdoms or areas, and it basically kills the elves, and the elves that come out, and the elves become the banshees, and like wander around. wanting to take things.
This might be what used to be what is still is of territory, like Elven territory.
Elven?
I mean, it's a forest of elves.
Where's the Hoka
I don't know.
God damn it!
How large is the physical area?
It's actually not very big. Like it just appears to be like a small. I mean, you can't really tell because it's stretched out to 60 feet. Is it 30 or 60 feet?
60 feet. But I get to tell the location, type of location if it's behind things.
Sorry?
Yeah, I get to find the type of location if it's not behind the house.
Okay, so you
there's quick.
so it means you know what it was?
No, I don't know what it was, but what it is.
Yeah, so it is just basically a strip of land.
There's a strip, it's 10.
As far as you can stretch, 60 feet, 60 feet.
I think we have no.
It's just one strip.
Yeah, we have no business.
Pretty much, like along the edge of the forest, as far as you can tell.
We have no business.
Let's get out of here.
Go in and take a look.
I was just kidding, man. I'm gonna.
He's diving. He's diving.
I pass you the rope.
You auto sell it.
Yeah.
No, wait, please. I was curious.
I pass you the rope.
As you tie, as the rope is tied around your ankle, is it?
Wait,
Body.
Okay, around your body, the rest of you watch as gills, sure, webs.
Oh, you can do this count now.
Your fingers start to form webbing.
It's a goldfish.
Yeah, just go.
Bobby won't eat.
No.
I don't know about
So-
things, but yeah.
Are you jumping in?
Go for it.
Jump in and like dive as fast.
Okay,
You
so as you jump in,
Uh,
for a second there is just silence. There's silence around you, and you watch as a fish turns towards you. Like, it just stops in front of you. Look, like its eyes are kind of like bubbles. Like the eyes kind of like turn towards you, and then just underwater, so you can hear. And it just turns away.
It's a whale.
You are now come halfway, and now that you're inside, you can see that it's about 60 feet deep. So it's pretty deep. And as you look around from the light of the moon coming in, you see sort of in the corner, like the very edge of the pool, there's what appears to be like a set of wooden planks bordered up over something.
Oh, and then
You need to so as you go closer, you realize that it's actually you can actually see that the wooden planks are not particularly well formed. They just kind of like blocking off an area. As you look in, you see it's kind of like one of like it appears to be a tunnel that goes in. Pretty wide tunnel.
Release the sad fish, but not the
Release the fish.
Sorry.
Release the sad fish, not the release the sad slave.
So
tie the rope around the rope.
okay.
Yeah, go up.
No, as we see this here, you tie.
Yeah. So because the water is very clear, so you can sort of see him go down. He's tying some stuff. So
I learned
And I message you when you
okay. So for those you're making a strength check, roll with advantage because I assume other people are helping you.
yeah.
10 plus 1
what?
is
13.
Okay, so you tug on the rope, it kind of like cracks a little because the wood is particularly old. But then again, it's elfish wood, so it's not very. It's pretty sturdy. It's still pretty sturdy. Yeah, so it's kind of like cracked a little, but still not broken.
Anyone? Frost. Frost on the wood.
It's your mission.
It's underwater.
Mission can 10 pounds.
Hey, how is it attached to?
So it appears to have been watered over and kind of like nailed in on the sides.
Oh, nailed in.
Try
Else
it.
ready.
No, you want to try to pry it from the nails rather than break it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be smart.
Or you can always use magic yourself to destroy it.
How good is Presty at trying people?
Yeah, you can destroy it.
Alright. Drop into the pond.
Okay.
I want to test the
You're
necklace.
sinking-
I want to
you're
test
sinking
the necklace.
You're sinking like a stone, and as you sink in, you land on the bottom because of your plate here, and you're just like, it's fine.
This is awkward.
It smells a bit like strange. It smells kind of fishy in here, like a wet market. But
Observe the
it's a very
planks.
different thing from what he's experiencing. Because he's experiencing like he's breathing, you can feel the water. For you, it's just like
Just bubble.
you're just breathing normally. It's like it smells a bit odd.
I'll take out my dagger and try and
Try open.
pry.
Cool. So
Yeah,
if you haven't, okay, bit advantage. Just
What? Check.
Just make a strength check.
Strength check. That's 3 advantage. That's a like 9 plus 2. That's 11 or something.
Yeah, I would say okay, fine with the combined
one,
efforts.
10.
Then okay. So are you guys still pulling at that time?
I guess.
Yeah, fine, whatever. So everybody, everyone just like while you're down there, kind of like doing this, and eventually it takes a while. But luckily, both of you are able to breathe underwater. After about like half an hour of work or so. And, yeah, no, I'm not even kidding. It's a lot of work. You're pulling out one by one.
How cold is the water?
It's actually pretty normal. No, it's not warm. Like,
You can make it warm.
It's comfortable.
I can't.
So you do manage to pry out all the wooden planks, and they slowly nestle into the mud beneath you.
I kind of prod the fish.
You turn, no, as you turn around, you see the fish is actually like looking expectantly behind you. He's like waiting.
Can he fit? Does it look like he can fit?
It's gonna be tough. He wasn't that small, but
he
wasn't that big. Yeah, but just about, and as you move to the side, you watch as he like, squeezes. When he squeezes to the side and he starts to wriggle slightly, and so you see some of his scales start to flick off.
Catch.
He's struggling and he pushes through, and you know the part that you're shitting and it's like, you know, and boom, the same thing happens. He just disappears into the tunnel and.
I want to pick up some of the scales.
Yeah,
Release the kraken.
He's gonna grow up to become kraken. No, you find a total of about 5 or 6 scales that seem in good condition.
6
fish. You put them on your wheel.
Fish scales.
Yeah, we should probably leave
This other territory. And so the fish disappears down, and you suddenly feel as though the water, the current
is coming down.
Yeah, no, it's the current in the pool is actually starting to get quite strong.
Find any
Grab
sort of
which way?
Huh? No, it's becoming more.
Grab the rope.
Is the rope still down because you guys yanked it?
Because it's actually the fish going out has caused like a bit of a a vacuum kind of area. So yeah, you can still
grab the rope.
Okay, fine. It doesn't really. You have 4 people dragging you out. So
Full plate armor.
after a bit of struggle, it's fine. After about a couple of minutes of struggling, the 6 of you are now kind of like panting on the ground next to the pool.
We have a happy fish.
We did it. Do we have a sad day?
I'd say that's a good.
Hey man. I mean, he was legally purchased. All within the law.
Always in the law. The law is always correct.
That's right.
And so, with the 6 of you panting next to the pool, having saved a massive elvish petfish.
Oh my god.
That's where we're going to end today. Alright, cool.
Oh my god, why suddenly got a massive elvish fatfish, yeah?
You idiots went to a clearing that we told you not to.
Hey, but it was fun.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, we will die.
Hey, we saw a crit today.
Yes, and we saw 2 downs immediately.
Mega.
We saw an extra thing.
Damn, do you know how scary that is?
Sense undead. No, outside.
This guy is eternally
I mean,
exhausted.
it's hard to walk to them. It's better if you walk.
Oh.
And difficult to really.
Why am I with this idiot?
Alright.
You hired.
You want to say thank you to our viewers? 6 viewers.
Hey bro, like whoever you are from America, thanks for watching, but shouldn't you be sleeping?
No, it's 11 a.m.
Yeah. Shouldn't you be in school?
Oh!
Oh yeah, in the middle of like work and then you're like watching us.
No, they're in the middle of lecture. Then it's like, oh, this is boring. Can watch some D&D.
How did you find us?
Oh, you left a lot of comments. What the heck?
What did he say? He's probably commenting on how my pro DMing
like,
and
Net 20, Crit Smite, Death, double damage!
Thank you, viewer, whoever you are.
Tail of the Wolves.
What's his name?
Tail of the Wolves.
Oh, no, Wow Wolves.
Tail of the Wolves, get a shout out. Yeah,
Tail of two wolves. Tail of two wolves, yes.
Everyone here who's watching, which is like that one group from Zimbabwe. Yeah, Tail of the Wolves, Mobile Legends.
Here in the States, we usually eat snacks. The only thing I like more to have are pizza. 9!
9.
Then he says, the room banned foods. Oh,
No,
y'all
I
in,
said that.
you're in college, makes sense.
Also, this guy is not in college. Interesting.
You know session is intense when the DM then got the player standing
He's
up
talking
over
to us
there.
right now.
Hey, hi.
Yo,
He's talking to us right now.
This is yours. Yep. And then the translucent one, Ryan, is this yours? No. We have a translucent dice that belongs to someone.
Then we suddenly got sponsored.
Alright. The cameraman, the camera. It's the one that brought.
That's why I just
Hey, gonna edit here.